like a rhinestone cowboy.
Welcome to the place to be reviews.
Avengers.
Were you expecting someone else? Let's start the show.
Who loans your money, homie? Who owes your cash? Who taught you how to use the barn for the grass? I don't know much, but I gotta assume that when you hit your first net, your homies will say you talk about homies, homies. Talk about blood, dogs of blood. Motherfucking homies, homies. My dog, homies, homies. Talk about blood, dogs of blood. Homies, homies.
It is I, it is he, it is me, P-double-D-E Tepwakuin in a place to be reviews, right here with all of yous, the Fandom Menace People's Champion with you on Friday Night Fandom Menace Live. How are you? Good to see you all. Let me introduce to you my co-host with the most, Mr. Tony Tone Deaf.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the owner of the worst channel on YouTube and commander to the legion of deaf heads, the world's wokest warrior, primitive-sided, toxic fanboy aligned with the like-minded. Tony Tone Deaf rocking with you. Friday Night Live, the place to be reviews. What's up, everybody out there in the chat? Everyone on the panel. Start of the weekend. Let's get it cracking. It's Friday. Excited, ready to talk some superhero stuff.
Always. Let's introduce our guest, though. Ladies and gentlemen, making his debut on the channel right here, Mr. Red Gaze himself.
What up? How's it going? I'm not the intro guy. My intros always suck, but I appreciate you having me, my man. Good to be here. Not feeling any pressure at all. None. Zero.
Nor should you here, nor should you. It's a very low-pressure environment. That's the way I operated when I was doing sales, except when I would sit down at my desk with my customers across me. I'd be like, okay, here's your rate. And, before we go, I just, let me grab my special pen for signing. I just pull my Glock out and set it on my desk and be like, it's your move. No, I'm just kidding.
Zero. That's very low pressure sales.
No, but seriously, though, welcome, man. Thanks for joining us, Red. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You just wrapped up a campaign on Indiegogo, did you not, sir?
I did, yes. Sunsworn Edge of Annihilation. That's the first entry into this universe. That just wrapped up. That's a novel, prose novel. There's going to be more coming, but this take a while to write. So in between, we're doing some comic campaigns, just supplemental material between the novels. But I'll be bringing the novel back in some way, shape, or form to make it available, be it on Amazon or maybe attach it to the next campaign. Some kind of reprint. So it's not. Of course, I want the very first novel to be extra special. Like it's never going to be printed in that form again, but
yeah,
it will be available again to read.
Okay, very nice, man. Very nice. I liked. Like I said, I saw the cover art because I came in. You wrapped up your campaign. How long ago was it?
Oh, geez, Louise. Maybe almost a month now.
Yeah, you wrapped yours up. Like I said, you wrapped it up a minute ago. So successful campaign. I'm taking it. That's always good to hear.
Yeah, man. The people really came out. It was kind of it was a little intimidating, honestly, because I wasn't sure how the reception would be, right? Because most people are doing comics.
Yep.
There's not very few novel campaigns out there in this community, in the communities that I run in.
Yeah.
So the reception to that was very, very good, and I'm very appreciative.
Excellent, man. That's that's awesome, brother. That is. See, it's so. I'm happy with the way. Not only like the Fandom Menace, but like Comicsgate, everybody supports, guys like you, these independent, the independent creators. I've seen a lot of successful campaigns as of late, and it's always good to see.
Definitely. Well, we got to do something, right?
That's it, dude. You can't, you've gotta support each other in this kind of endeavor, man. It's like, because that's how everybody gets a piece of the pie. It's just supporting each other, you know. It's not asking a lot. Like we always say, if you can't support the campaign, at least share it out on social media, tweet it, you know. So somebody might lay eyes on it and be like, you know, this is something that I want to financially, you know, back. This is something I want to buy into, and you know, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. Like since I've closed the campaign, I've actually had a fair number of people coming and asking like where to get it, and I'm like, well, it's kind of closed now. But I mean, I do still have a few like copies laying around. So if somebody really really wants it, you can hit me up on Twitter and we can work something out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I mean, I'm really glad to see all these creative people coming out with, you know, fresh new IPs, their own stuff. Just because, yeah, I mean, we need fresh entertainment, like actual entertainment, not speeches, not lectures, not agendas, just entertainment, man. Like there's nowhere to go to escape this crap anymore. You know, everywhere you go, you're just bombarded with messaging and BS. And no, man, I just want to read about, you know, space knights and shit. You know,
Right.
I want to get like taken away to this like fantastical world where I don't have to worry about some blue-haired troll screaming in my face about something I've never, you know,
right?
a problem I've never had. Yeah, and it's nice because that's where it's where a lot of great art comes from, you know, from great minds that may, had they been satiated by what's being put in front of them, they may not have ever thought to sit down and put pen to paper. So it's exciting to see just in our community alone, just so many flourishing and doing these side projects and starting campaigns and fulfilling them. And, you know, it may start off very grassroots, but I mean, you never know where all this might go. And it's definitely healthy for entertainment in general, just to get some new blood out there, you know.
Yeah, that's for sure. New blood, fresh ideas, fresh minds is what we need on this stuff. You know, there's a lot of old minds that have really rotted over the years that are still behind the quote unquote entertainment we're getting.
Yeah, they've gate kept too and kept their perspective in there, and
they're you know, they're the ones that are still, you know, writing a lot of our entertainment and falling upstairs. I mean, it's fucking terrifying at this point.
I just watched that. I just watched that like 5 minutes before I came on here.
I couldn't help it. I was like, oh, pop. Oh, pop. Somebody get your boy. Somebody get your boy. But no, that's it. You like you said, you have fresh minds on it. You can't have the same people because the ideas get stale. I mean, look at Hollywood now. It's absolutely creatively bankrupt.
do you mind if I ask you guys something I actually heard on one of Tim Pool's videos earlier? It was a segment from his live show, and they were talking about how wealth lasts 3 generations, and you have like the generation that acquired the wealth, you know, that started the business, that built this empire up. And then you have the kids that they're kind of the mediary, but like by the time you get to the grandkids, I mean, they kind of have no attachment to that business or what the grandparent had built, and they're just blowing through the inheritance. And if you think about, we're kind of there with entertainment as far as generations, and now you're bringing in these CEOs who could never have built an empire like Disney on their own. They're not deserving of it. They didn't put in the hard work and sweat to earn it. And I mean, they don't really know what to do with it. They seem so disconnected from humanity as it is. But I don't know. I just think there's something to that.
I definitely agree. Yeah, because it's kind of like that old trope, right? Like if you don't work for it, you don't appreciate it. And I think that's a lot of what we're seeing. We're seeing people who have just taken over empires, basically handed to them. So they mean nothing to them. They didn't put anything into it. They're just looking at it as a cash cow, and they can't even do that right.
Yeah, that's a lot of these people now. Like you said, you see them. Tony, you're absolutely right. I got to bring on. We had a 4th panel member, and lo and behold, the first time I bring him on, he's late. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this kid?
It's not Final Death Star, is it?
No, it's not my twin. It's not my twin. It's not my twin. It's Runner.
I'm so sorry.
Shut up, runner.
Seriously, I had to take care of some things in the house, but
It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
I really didn't want to be late for this. How's it going, guys?
Good, brother.
No,
Good.
runner.
Good. I was
What's up,
just
man?
fucking with you. I
What's
told
up, Red Gaze?
I said I'm gonna bust his balls when he comes on because he's late.
Oh, I bet. Like he just sent me in the DMs. God damn it, runner, with all caps. I'm like, oh, I'm so fired.
So that was actually pretty mild. I was expecting him to go much harder.
Yeah, I'm too.
Me
fucking
too.
I mean, I could probably be the kid's dad. I'm too fucking. I'm not gonna be mean to him. Yeah, I do. I feel bad. I was like, that's what I said. I was like, when we were on a panel, they say, "Shut up, bro." I felt bad. I was like, I don't even want to say it. You know, I don't want to be mean to the guy, because he's on like every stream in the chats. You know what I mean? It's like, so welcome, brother. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us.
Is this the first time I've been on a stream with you? Actually,
it is. I believe it is.
That's dope.
It is, man. We were talking about entertainment and how it's kind of grown stale under the same legions of quote unquote creatives that have been controlling it for, you know, our recent memory, and you know, before that. And it's grown stale, and this is the time for the independent creator to kind of have their moment in the sun, especially with the, you know, infection of identity politics and entertainment now. It's absolutely just basically ridiculous, and this is why you're seeing so many successful, you know, independent, you know, not like novels, mangas, you know, comics, things of that nature. They're doing so well now. I mean, I've been fortunate to meet a lot of great creators. We had Daniel Osborne on. You know, he just did. Shit, it's not in here. I was reading it to my son. It's out in the living room. It was Everlasting Survivors on, which was illustrated by Jeff Hicks, in part. And we had, you know, Vinny Tartamella is a regular on the program. Vinny Art, Shadow of the Kraken. We had Nerium on with Bonds the Drive. That was last week, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, Phoenix Animation's been on. We've had so many great creators on here now. Red Gazes falls right in line with them. You know, like I said, that was initially the Friday night show was kind of like a showcase, you know, for people to you know, come on, and you know, it's like, yeah, dude, plug your book, plug your art, whatever you're doing. And but yeah, it's kind of more, it's just like a conversational format, because all my other streams I send out, Tony knows. I send out these outlines, and they're like, it's like everything is like bulleted out with segues marked and all that. And Friday night's just like, I'm sitting here, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I drink on Mondays and Wednesdays too, and I'm like, I'm sitting here drinking. It's having a good fucking time.
I love that background.
Thank you. Yeah, that's yep. I had that on the other night, man. I watched it yesterday. Red hasn't watched it yet, so
I did too.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
I want to spoil it, but I won't.
I know. I want, but I'll
Hold on. Which one didn't we watch? I don't want to.
Red didn't watch. He didn't get to watch Snyder Cut yet. He didn't have the 75 hours to sit down and actually watch it.
Hey, I haven't seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I have no interest in it.
All right, so we'll just spoil the shit out of that.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm freaking done with the MCU at this point.
By the way, unless you're concerned about the chat, yeah, feel free to spoil the Snyder Cut as well, because there's no way I can log into Twitter and not get shit spoiled.
Yeah, yeah. I was lucky with Endgame up until the day I went to see it, which was, it came out on Thursday. I went to see it Saturday morning with one of my friends, and I log on to Facebook, and I avoided every fucking spoiler. I was like, bam, miss me with that shit. Bam, miss me with that shit. And all of a sudden, I log on, and this dude, he was another wrestler buddy of mine. I just added him back because I deleted him for some dumbass shit he said. He messaged me. I add him back. The motherfucker puts on there that Robert Downey Jr. dies. I'm like, son of a bitch!
I remember.
Oh, that's terrible.
I told him this. I was so fucking mad. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I did this punk ass. I deleted him again.
Yeah.
Someone spoiled. I think. So how it went down for me was so I saw it Friday night because I don't go to premieres during school nights.
Yeah.
Like that's just a rule.
Yeah.
But I went Friday night with my friends, and during school, like anytime I walk down the hallway, I just put on my earbuds, listen to some loud ass fucking music, and ignore everyone. Get to the next class immediately. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess someone told one of my friends that Cap wielded Mjolnir.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me in the theater that part got spoiled to me, and I'm like, geez, that sucks. Because I was hyped as fuck when I saw that in the theater.
Yeah.
I went ape shit.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I marked out. I did.
Yeah,
because I've been waiting.
Like I have
that.
I have my issues with Endgame. You know,
Oh, yeah.
watching it more and more.
Yep.
You know, like I do have problems with it. But like that was a good scene. I liked it.
It was, man. And especially in the lineup at the end where they're squaring off and Cap says Avengers Assemble finally.
Oh,
I was like, ah! Like, you finally said it because, like, they teased it in Ultron, you know, in the end of that, which I will fight motherfuckers over that. I was getting shit in the fourth wave chat there. I love Age of Ultron. I do. I love that goddamn.
You know what? I enjoy Age of Ultron too. I don't understand where all the hate comes from. There's always some problems.
Listen. Yeah, there's always some problems. I didn't like how Ultron was this Tony Stark ripoff. I think they easily could have done, you know, Hank Pym could have made Ultron like in the comics and stuff. Yeah. I knew Ultron from the cartoon, the Avengers Earth's Mighty, and I thought he was terrifying for you know, a cartoon, and I wanted that Ultron, and I thought the guy playing Ultron was good.
Oh, James Spader's fucking amazing.
Yeah, James Spader, like his voice is great. It's just the script he was given was a problem for me. That's just
all the corny one-liners and whatnot. Yeah, I hear you on that one.
He didn't feel like much of a threat. No. That's the problem. And you could have done like more movies with that character, and you only did one. That was my problem. Because he's a bigger villain than that, if you really think about it.
Well, I mean, don't count anything out, right? Because I mean, they're still possible. How can they be sure they got every single bot, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't great. That's where Joss Whedon just took this down. Like that's when it all went downhill for him, especially with that Abomination from 2017 that no one's gonna remember because of the new movie.
Jeez. Yeah, it's not even in the same league.
No.
Yeah. Joss Whedon should probably just retire at this point.
No. That's the thing too, is because Age of Ultron's my favorite Avengers movie. So it's like, but I think I like it because of the parts that they made him put in there that he didn't want to put in, like the Vision and the Infinity Stone and the whole part. Like I like that part of the lore, but I had to watch it a few times to digest it. I think I left the theater from Age of Ultron just kind of thinking it was too quippy, you know.
I think the only Avengers, I mean, I like the first Avengers. It still holds a special place to my heart. I was 9 when I saw it in the theater with my parents, and it was amazing.
Oh, fuck.
It was great. It was like, holy shit. Like, I can't believe.
God damn it. Now I feel like I need to take you on a camping trip or something.
I know, man. I was okay. Gaze, who's got custody?
I think he's yours this weekend.
No, and then, but Infinity War is my favorite. I absolutely loved Infinity War.
Can't argue that.
No.
You know, that holds up better than all three of the rest of the Avenger movies, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Infinity War is one of those movies that comes along like once every 15 years or so.
Oh,
you'll get something that's like that. It's just that good, you know. And it's well, I would say it's got to be longer than that because I'm sorry, Empire Strikes Back was the last movie I could remember that was that fucking epic and left you with a villain coming out on top. There's still that glimmer of hope, obviously, but the villain comes out on top decidedly and just fucking, you know, Thanos. I have, the older I get, the more issues I have disagreeing with Thanos. just let me do it. I will do it. He's such a good villain. And Josh Brolin.
He was great.
Wow.
I mean, even the CGI on him, you know, the whole, just, that was great. I mean, that movie holds up pretty well. It's still my second favorite MCU movie. First is Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is incredible.
Are you? He might be my kid, Red. I don't know.
Well, he's not. So far, he's not wrong.
No. All right, what's your third favorite then?
Mine is Iron Man. I
Oh,
fucking
okay, Guardians of the Galaxy is my third favorite. Iron Man is probably like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I got mine is it's Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Iron Man. This is where we differ because I acknowledge it's a horrible it's got horrible just aspects. I love Black Panther. I love the goddamn movie.
It was fine.
I do. It's a terrible movie. It's not good.
I liked it. I liked it when I first saw it. You know, the more I watch it, I'm like, I can see the problems. I didn't like that last battle. It looked like a PS3 game that wasn't even polished.
That was PS2 graphics, bro. That's PS2.
Yeah, it's PS. Yeah, exactly. It was PS2, and it looked like I was watching a video game.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not great. It's not bad. It was just there. I kind of like another thing is like I wish they used the costume from Civil War, even though I mean Civil War's maybe an underrated opinion or not or whatever. I didn't like Civil War.
Yeah, I like it. I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it.
I have many problems with Civil War. It wasn't even a war. It was a battle.
It was a skirmish.
Yeah,
it was a mere skirmish.
And the whole Sokovia Accord shit just made no sense, and it was irrelevant.
Yeah,
basically. That is true. But I mean, you also have to keep in mind in the MCU, that's all there is, right? Is enough for a battle. You don't have enough for a war.
Do you mind me saying to what comes from government that isn't irrelevant? And if it comes from government, it's not going to make sense. So,
no, not at all. Not at all.
Not when I have to go buy ounces at every dispensary. Never mind.
Speaking of which, smoke them if you got them.
Sure.
Short pause for the cause. But seriously though, yeah, man, I like Civil War and sticking with that theme of the MCU. Hey, Geeky Pixie, thank you for joining us, darling. Be sure to slap that like button, and we're gonna have you back on the show real soon. You got your voice all healed up now. We'll bring you back on, girl. We'll be hitting you up soon. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Can I make one point about Whedon?
Yeah.
I think Loki might have mentioned it this morning on Mornings of Mischief. Someone did. Okay, so Snyder Cut, right? We watched it. We saw the farm scene after Superman came back to life, and nothing Zack Snyder used was any of Joss Whedon's reshoots or whatever. It was all his footage, you know? So they had, and that farm scene was fine, right? There was nothing wrong with it. And that was the scene that Joss Whedon pulled Henry Cavill back in to reshoot and CGI'd his lip and all that bull for all that. And I mean, the farm scene was fine how it was. And that did such damage to the public perception of this movie. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Like, you almost have to think it was intentional.
Joss Whedon is he is just a pile of shit. I mean, let's just be honest with it right there. I mean, the man is a pile of shit. God, he angers me with his mere presence now. Just like seeing him is just it's just he's such like he looks like a little lump of, just like Tony said before, we've been talking, he's just like a little lump of foreskin. Just a walking, breathing lump of foreskin. It just shuffles around and fucks Eliza Dushku occasionally. I don't know. I mean,
that makes sense because I always thought he looked like a major dick. He does. He just looks like a dick.
Really do. I said this comment on the High Council years ago, and I stand by it. What kind of man is sitting there with his wife? She has a baby boy, and he looks at his son in the eyes and thinks, Joss.
Well, he's probably thinking Jocelyn, and then 10 years later they discovered, oh, he actually does have a penis. That's a boy. Shit, we're gonna have to call him Joss.
Yeah, once he finally stopped wearing dresses and playing with Barbies, he was like, I'm gonna direct the Avengers.
It might too.
Take that, assholes.
I seriously can imagine him. Like, Hollywood people are weird, man.
Yeah.
There's this
Yes.
guy in the music industry. He would shoot, like, he'd have a gun and scare artists into capturing their best vocal performance. I mean, they're crazy people in these industries. I could see Joss running around with a little tutu and magic wand, and that's probably what Ray Fisher's talking about in the whole investigation.
That's the misconduct allegations. Weed was dressed like a
Like,
chubby ass ballerina.
You could see him through the pantyhose, is all I'm saying.
I just ate, man.
That was a mistake.
His little schnitzel.
Ray Fisher's like, man, the pantyhose gotta be racist.
Well, you see, you joke, but I remember a few years back there was an upheaval over pantyhose because they had a flesh color,
Yes.
right?
Like,
Yeah.
whose flesh tone is this? It's like,
And that was totally racist. We
It's like-
know which pantyhose Joss is wearing.
those are the flesh tone. I bet you he looked like George Costanza in that bodysuit. The episode of Seinfeld.
I don't know. I think that's a low blow to George Costanza.
I think it is. It sucks because I love Seinfeld. It's like my favorite thing on earth. And I made the mistake of following Jason Alexander on Twitter.
Oh, he's a douche.
I started following him in 2015. I unfollowed him in 2016. And holy shit, dude, it was like, everything's normal. Jason Alexander, bam! It's like, oh my god, like what the
It's
fuck?
full Patton Oswalt.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's another one. Like Patton Oswalt, I think I would just like to just slap him. Like I wouldn't even punch him. I'd just be like, Patton, what? He'd have flashbacks when KFC sent him that bobblehead because his jokes about that's when Patton Oswalt was funny. Like when he did that whole gimmick about the KFC famous bowl being a sadness bowl and a failure pile and a sadness bowl. Like he used to do that during his. Oh my god! Like the first time I heard that, I fucking died. And then I got on Twitter and I started 2016 happened, and then it's like, oh my god, like this somebody please get this motherfucker. He's something's wrong with him. Something's wrong. And I was just like,
2016 cracked a lot of people like an egg.
oh god, it did. And I'm just sitting there like,
She blocked me.
did she?
Yeah, for what? I was one of her biggest fans, right? Me and Lethal used to just fawn over her, and she went and blocked me. It broke my heart.
I love Grace Randolph until she starts talking. Like if she just
Yeah. Well, that might have been part of it.
Yeah.
Keep her mouth shut.
Yeah.
Comments, but
Cause God, she's terrible. She's fucking like I was listening to her the one day, and my wife's like, "Who the fuck is that?" I'm like, "It's Grace Randolph. She runs beyond the trailer." I was like, "She's a pretty big critic." I was like, "She's been in like a movie. She was in Zombieland. She had like a little cameo extra in there. She got killed by what's his name, Woody Harrelson, and I was like, so she's kind of like a big deal, whatever." In her own head or what, I mean, she's got like 900,000 subscribers. So I was like, she's got a big channel, and she's like, Jesus, her voice. She goes, how does she have that many people listen to her? I'm like, she has tits and she's a good looking blonde. I don't know. My wife's like, she's all right.
yeah, and a lot of times she just comes off like she's chewing bubble gum, right?
She does. Like I love, like, seriously, dude, my whole morning, you've seen my morning show intro, right? Like the whole thing is just Grace Randolph.
Oh yeah.
Like it's yeah, I was like, I mixed "It's a Beautiful Morning" by the Rascals and Crazy Raps by Afro Man intermixed with Grace Randolph going, so I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
It wakes you up.
It definitely does. I wanted to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay.
I was Tony, where did you start to cringe in this episode? Was it like very early on? Because I think I know where it was.
I mean, I don't even know. Okay, so one thing about it, it's not very, like, it doesn't stick with you. Like, I remember the episode, but it's not there. And I just got done watching it for a second time right before the show.
Yeah.
It feels like props on the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning was great. I was like, this is going to be real good. I mean, I sat down, I was into it. It has the Winter Soldier vibe to it. You're like, okay, I see what the, and it just trailed off from there. It spiked, if it was a sound wave or something, you got that initial spike at the beginning, and then it just fades out over an hour. Like almost where WandaVision, it was like, geez, I wish this was a little longer. Here, I was wishing it was maybe a little shorter. And there are only 6 episodes, so maybe they need to just kind of stretch it out for a slow burn or something and just give you that pop at the beginning. But I don't know. I need to see more of it, I guess. But the first episode, and the same could be said for WandaVision. I wasn't impressed with the first 2 episodes then either. So
yeah, they were all right.
Yeah, it just I don't feel like they did enough with WandaVision to like hook you in the first 2 episodes. It did.
Oh,
Obviously.
100% agree. 100% agree. Like a lot of people said they liked those episodes. I'm like, this didn't really hook me until like the 3rd episode.
Yeah. Same.
Then I was hooked, and then well, we all know what happened in the last episode. That was a big waste of fucking time.
And that's it too. I like the first 2 episodes because I'm a fan of those sitcoms. I'm a Nick at Night kid. I watched Bewitched and the Dick Van Dyke Show with my parents and my grandparents. My
Patty
parents are
Duke
in their 70s. Yeah, Patty Duke. I mean, dude, it's like that kind of like the episodes. I got the I got the vibe to it. I see where they were going with it. I appreciated it. And I like the attention they paid to the aesthetics of it. But advancing the main plot of the show, no. They could have condensed that to 1 episode and, made your second episode start building it quicker. Because with a limited series like that, like, okay, Falcon and the Winter Soldier is 6 episodes. Okay, so...
Oh, that's right.
So for this series to start out the way it did, it's like... So the rest of this series better be like nonstop balls to the wall,
Right?
If they're gonna do anything at all with it. I got the same. I actually have that same shirt Runner's wearing, the Dunder Mifflin shirt. I have that same one, dude.
I remember I was at I think it was Marshall's. I was with my mom, and then I was like it's like, hey, I want this Dunder Mifflin shirt. Can you please give me that? It's like, yeah, sure.
My wife got it for me for Christmas. I love The Office too.
I do too. It's great.
I was going to say that could very well be your shirt. That's your child.
Oh, damn good.
It's my child. It could be my shirt. God damn it! I thought I told you about taking that shit without asking me. That's it. That's your allowance this week. After the stream, you're done. No Among Us tonight. You're cut off. I don't even know what.
Damn.
Fortnite or whatever it is the kids are playing. I don't know. I work at a school, so I have to let the kids talk about these video games. Like, Mr. Etep, what games do you play? I'm like, let's see. Well, the newest video game system I have is the PlayStation 2, so I play a lot of NES Classic. I mean, my kid is hooked on Donkey Kong and Super Mario Brothers. We were playing. Was it the sequel to the original Contra game because it's 2-player. I think it's the original one 2-player. I can't remember. We were playing Contra today, though. He fucking loved that. He's getting mad. He's like, the first time I get touched, I die. I'm like, yeah, it's because it was Nintendo, son. I'm like, they didn't have the capabilities to have as much health bars and stuff as they do now. These games are very low res, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I hear like the older games, like those back in the day, were like super challenging and all that stuff. I bet. And like the ones I play, the last game I played, which is like a few weeks ago, I played on the channel, is the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Okay.
And I do have and play Cyberpunk. I haven't played it in like a few months because of the crashes and shit.
Yeah.
And I just got annoyed. I'm like, I'm gonna wait until they update this thing, and they haven't done that yet, or they keep delaying it. It's so stupid. I mean, I am on a video game like show on Thursdays. You might know what it is, but
you can mention it. Mention it.
Yeah, La Gaming Lounge. Yeah. Angelus is in the chat. He's part of that too.
He's a regular on the show, man. Absolutely.
He's a regular too. He's kind of a dick, but that's okay.
Draven, let me know if you want a link, dude. Let me know if you want a link, Draven. I'll DM you one right now, bro.
Oh no, that'd be great. That'd be great if you had him on here. Because we can get into some shit on a stream. It's
sure.
funny. It's funny. He's a good dude. I like
Draven's
Angelus.
great, man. He's great.
Draven is great.
Yep. I had to rib him when we first started talking because he said, he was a wrestler, and he said I was a backyard wrestler, and I was an indie wrestler for 10 years, and I'm like, you were a yarder, huh? He goes, yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I'd lead. I think I said what I say. I don't know if I'd lead with that. I was ribbing him about it. 'Cause we had I knew a lot of guys that started out doing the yard stuff, and then they went and got trained and broke into the business. I never did the backyard stuff other than just beating the hell out of my friends. That was like we just beat we were all football players, and we all watched WCW back in the 90s, and like I said, my entire gimmick was based on the NWO, so I'd come out drunk every match.
Yeah,
that was basically it.
A couple of guys freshman year asked me if I would do wrestling, being the wrestling team, and I'm like, fuck no, it doesn't interest me. I don't want to. I don't know.
I never did high school wrestling. Shit.
Yeah, no,
I thought it was stupid.
Exactly. It's just weird. Like, I don't want to get into that, but like, I just went into running. Like, I think it was like a couple of cross country guys.
Yeah.
Like for freshmen telling me like, you should do wrestling. I'm like, no.
I'm
not doing
me.
I know.
I'm not doing it.
I played football and basketball. Like I said, if I do any wrestling like that, I prefer it to be with like a woman I'm paying to just beat the shit out of me. I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah, it's co-ed now.
Yeah, I mean
wrestling.
I could have, like I said,
which is fine.
I'm pissed. My birthday got fucked up because that Jennifer Thomas that was on my show she was gonna fly out from LA to Michigan just to beat me up for my birthday. Yeah, she's a dime. She's a dime. She does private wrestling sessions, and she was in WWE developmental for a couple of years. And she was on the show, and she was joking around about it. So why don't you fly out here and just beat me up for my birthday? She goes, "You're a wrestler, yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it. I don't care." My wife's like, "Where are you gonna do that?" I was like, "I don't know, probably a hotel room." I'm like, "You can go." I mean, I don't care. Nick's gonna come up and film, and it's gonna be a whole thing. We're gonna make fun of it. It's gonna be for the channel, but I can't because I have to have a fucking dental procedure done.
Hey, someone in the chat says I don't look like I'm like the wrestling type. You see, that's the thing. Like, you wrestle your own weight class.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that wasn't my problem. It just wasn't interesting to me.
Yeah.
I never really got into wrestling. I was always a runner.
Yep.
And hence the name.
Yeah. See, there he is. So back to the Falcon and Winter Soldier here. I got the impression from the beginning it was going to be like they'd hinted at it in articles leading into the show that there was going to be some of that good old damn you white people stuff in there. And I say the cringiest part at the beginning was like the white guy in the bank loan officer.
Yeah, I knew that's where you were going with that when you asked Tony.
There he is. There's Draven.
Hey.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What up, man?
Hey, Runner, how you doing?
Hey, Angelus.
Shit.
Sorry, I missed the show yesterday.
Oh, you're good. You're good. It actually went smooth without you there. So.
Yeah, I know, because I looked at the runtime and it was less than an hour. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we hit those points and we just destroyed it, man.
Cool. I was watching the Snyder Cut while you guys went live, and then I went into
not watching the Snyder Cut.
You haven't seen it either?
Have you?
I'm not watching it.
Why?
I wasn't really super interested in the original. I didn't like. And then I was gonna watch it to show support for the whole movement and stuff. But then after everything that transpired the other day, I'm just like, yep, I'm good.
Oh, I sailed the high seas. I'll send you a link for free. I'll send you a link for free.
Well, I have HBO Max, so it's not like.
Oh, okay. All right.
I already had it because
listen. We could talk about that later. I have my own take on the whole situation.
Yeah,
but
I do want to talk about that tonight.
Yes, because I was taught. I mean, you can, if you were watching This Week in BS on Justin Proper's channel, because he was like, hey dude, because he knows I'm a Snyder fan. And he was like, yeah, hey dude, I want you on the show if you're available. And right after I ended the Snyder Cut, I think he sent me the message like 2 hours. And I was like watching. I wasn't looking at my phone at all because I sat there watching in one sitting, and then because the show have already started like a few minutes ago after the movie ended for me, because I was at a friend's house, and then I ran back to my house and then I went in the show took my own take, and yeah, rest is history.
So that damn, because we're gonna talk about that debacle, but that bank loan scene was. I told my wife, I said, "Oh, here they go." She goes, "What?" I'm like, I said, "I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything." I'm like, "They got the." I said, "Wait." I said, at first I was like, "I bet you his last name is Steenberger Witz." And they're gonna make him look like an asshole. Yeah. We never got his name, but they made him look like an asshole, and I'm like, I just one of those like did you fucking have to?
See, this is why I didn't watch the show, and this is why I have no interest, because I've heard people say like this is like gonna be woke, and like this whole
the whole run in general in the comics was pretty. Yeah,
I didn't hear it was good. I mean, I didn't read any of the new Marvel comics stuff. I don't care. And I didn't hear. I heard that the whole Falcon being Cap thing wasn't great in the comics, so I had no interest. But you know, and I've heard, was it like some like racial stuff about, you know, a black Captain America or something being a big, like after hearing that and like that, you know, actually be like, this is why I'm not excited about the Loki show either, because I hear it's going to be Tom Hiddleston in one episode, and then for the rest it's going to be a girl Loki.
Well, they have different iterations of Loki in the comics. And that's
I
know. Yeah, they do. Oh, trust me. If I want a Loki show, I want Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
That's it. But let me reel it back in here. Gaze, what was your impression of that scene, man?
Well, that was that's really where it went off the rails for me. I wasn't too impressed with the whole, you know, like being related to Bubba Gump thing, but you know, once we got into the bank loan, like you could see it coming a mile away. You're absolutely right, and it's just like, okay, so we just had to force in this social injustice because it's got to be a thing, you know, because we have poor disenfranchised Sam Wilson who couldn't possibly get a loan from you know, Black Panther or you know, somebody inherited Stark's wealth, right? He doesn't have connections or anything. He's just, you know, he's got to get $1,000 for this piece of shit shrimp boat from somewhere. God, where can he possibly get it? No, the man has to go to a bank and be denied a loan just because, you know why.
Yep.
Which sets up the whole narrative for the next scene when they give the shield to, like, that whole scene basically sets up a narrative for the next scene.
What's his name? Is it fuck. I know it's Wyatt Russell. It's Kurt Russell's son.
I was gonna say, there was a meme on Twitter. It had was a U.S. agent, I think is what he's called.
It's U.S. agent.
And then in like the next like picture, it's Carl Fredrickson. I was laughing my ass off when I saw that. I was like, holy shit, it looks like him.
Yep, that's that's Wyatt Russell.
Except he's tall. That's the only difference.
But that face, man, even with that helmet on, that face was just a turn off.
That jawline.
Oh my god!
When have you ever seen?
That is.
When have you ever seen U.S. Agent depicted like that? Ever?
Yeah, like Disney.
Life?
If they were to ever make a live-action adaptation of Up, that's your guy.
John Walker. That's his name. John. I couldn't think of it. It's John Walker.
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker.
Do you mind if I bring up a point? How come everything we've fucking done after Endgame revolves around the hero giving up their fucking power, except for WandaVision? She didn't, but it fucking fools you into thinking she does for a moment. But you have Tony or fucking Peter Parker giving away Tony Stark's glasses.
I didn't like that.
Oh, I fucking hated that.
Then you have Sam. Like, what are you doing?
I did not like Far From Home. It just gets worse and worse
can't
every
get through
watch.
it a second time. We watched it the first time, and it was like, I agree, it gets worse.
It's dreadful.
Well, it's because every couple phases they have a one-trick pony, right? And,
the
first one, it was every villain had to have the same power as the hero, right?
Yep.
So I guess this time around it's just everyone giving away their power for whatever.
Like this is what I wanted them to do with Far From Home. Is after Tony died, Peter would move on from that shit and become his own person. You know, become like actual Spider-Man, not Iron Boy.
Yeah.
And you know that would have been good.
They won't invest without the rights.
See, the right shit is so dumb. Like, and you know,
That's why
I
Hulk
thought
gets fucked over too.
See, I did a video on that like fucking a year and a half ago, and it was rumored back then. And I said, this is this is a rumor that that they're just doing the fucking, they sold it. They sold Namor and Hulk. Universal did back to Marvel.
Oh, I heard.
Oh, did
yeah,
they
did. That's what I heard.
I did too, but I don't think they did, or else. But they said too,
I didn't
like,
think they did.
no.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't
hey.
remember it saying it was confirmed, but it was like, like you said, rumored.
Oh, here's Keely Chow. U.S. agent is what happens when you order Captain America from Wish.
Damn.
That's great.
Makini 90 says, "Hey you guys, what's
Yeah,
up,
Makini.
Makini?
What
How
up,
you
man?
doing, brother?
Yeah,
How you
Makini.
doing?" And yeah, man. Let's see. Mox says, "Thanks for talking me out of responding to that." Hey, brother, trust me. Like I said, I went over there and looked at the bio, and I'm like, "Do not engage. Do not engage. We got you, brother. We got you, man." No,
I don't know what you're talking about, but
yeah, it's a little
good. I guess good job.
It was a little inside baseball. I bestowed a little bit of sage wisdom upon him. But yeah, man, Falcon and the Winter Soldier just kind of jumped off at that point for me. And I liked when they did the flashback sequence with Bucky. I was like, when they did that, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, is Bucky back killing motherfuckers?
Yeah,
again?
that's
Like,
what I thought too.
I was like, did they rope a dope us? And,
The first thing I did was look at his arm.
True. Arm was different. Yep. But I was just watching.
See that? See,
I was
that
just
sounds
watching
cool.
Slay.
See, that sounds cool.
Yeah, no, I just like
that. Like
he's
that
fucking
would
people
get
up.
me into the show. That would get me into the show, but it's just from what I've heard, I have no interest, especially after the ending of WandaVision, which was a waste. And I'm just like, I might be getting the same thing from this show.
Yeah, that's is.
And I'm just not. I don't want to waste my time.
It's gonna be one big long Hollywood honey dick, Tony. It's gonna be.
This one won't be as long, right?
Yeah,
Wanda was one long. Man,
it was a honey dick. The whole fucking show is a honey dick. And that's not even saying that I had my expectations high because I was waiting for Mephisto or anything like that. I just wanted something more than that whole like, oh, it was Agatha all along. It was like, no, the fuck it wasn't. I like I said, I feel like Kevin Hart. No, the fuck it wasn't. bitch, no, it wasn't. Hail Vassy, what's up, girl? How you doing? Thank you for joining us, Queen. Thank you. Appreciate it, Mom.
You see, after that Agatha all along bullshit, that's when the show really started to turn downhill. Like after the episode where Quicksilver comes in, the better one.
Yeah.
I was like, like each episode after that, just it went downhill for me, especially the last one. And that, oh my god, fuck that boner,
Ralph,
joke.
Yeah.
Ralph Boner.
Ralph Bone. I'm like, I remember I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you give another FU to Quicksilver? Another thing I was pissed off in Age of Ultron. Fucking Quicksilver. Like, the dumbest death you can give to a speedster.
Yeah,
So
he gets shot.
They had an end to introduce the mutants and X-Men and shit.
No, they hadn't.
And they fucked it up.
Yeah, here's the thing. They could have done that in WandaVision. They could have done a multiverse thing, but no.
Yeah, it was bad. And like I said, they were like, "Oh, well, don't get too, after coming from WandaVision to this." And I'm like, "Look, the bar is pretty fucking low right now." I mean, I enjoyed WandaVision for what it was, but I was still disappointed. It was like a meal that's really good at first, and then,
Diarrhea.
that's it.
It's
like
exactly what it was.
Hey. Yes, this is my show, buddy. Hi. Are you going to bed? Okay, good night. I love you. Say hi. The mic's right there. Here. Go ahead.
Hi, buddy.
Hey.
Hey, say hi to my other son, Runner. He's over here.
Oh, shut up.
Runner, be nice to your little brother.
Can I tell him to say diarrhea?
Stop it, Red. Give me that.
Listen, I don't have any children. I'm just an uncle, so you know what I'm all about.
Okay, so stop saying diarrhea. And go to bed. Thanks. Now that's the new one.
That's great.
Now I feel like I've accomplished something. I was feeling low all week. Now I feel like I'm there. I hit the spot.
That
Yeah,
kid is great, but he is not my brother.
That's my little man, dude. That's my little man. Hey.
Next week, I'm going to teach him cha cha cha.
Oh no. Hey. Now my wife's just letting it happen.
That's great.
She's got it. Wait. Are you done? Okay, he's done. All right. Norm, I used to do that gimmick in my videos when I was like, at the beginning, like I'd be talking off camera. Now when I'm talking off camera, I'm like, get out.
My stomach hurts.
It's like when he'll come in and he has etiquette though. He'll open the door and be like, "Is this your show?" Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna bust up in here then. If it's somebody else's show, he'll wait for me to mute it and turn the camera off. No, Dad, fuck that. This is my show. This is my show now, Dad. Jesus Christ.
It's the mini ETEP show.
Yep.
Please make that happen.
Hey, get out of here.
Hey, you can call it baby teps.
Yep.
An exclusive from the Place to Be reviews.
Dude, we're gonna have in about another year or two. We'll have a secondary channel.
Him
and I do
great.
Yeah. That's he's 5. I'm just waiting a little bit. Just give him another year or two. And he's like I said, I work at his school. He's a little showman at school already. Yeah, that's mini METEP right there. That's METEP.
So your schools are open?
Oh yeah, he goes to a private school. He's
that's cool.
Yeah, we've been open the entire year. 2 kids recently had to be quarantined, but no positive tests yet. But their parents are keeping them out just for the sake of everybody else. So
yeah, my school's doing hybrid learning, so that's what's going on for us. Like it's like I go like these 2 days and then the other 2 days, and however the schedule works, and I stay home for these other days.
Okay, all right.
So less people at school, which is relaxing.
I bet, dude. I bet. What's up, Vinny? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Vinny?
Yo,
Vinny Art, man. What is going on, my brother? He's I mean, you can be toxic tonight if you want to, Vinny. It's fine. We're all toxic.
Absolutely.
We're all toxic males anyway.
Toxic masculinity.
We're talking. That's gonna be the new Friday. Toxic masculinity. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
Slay.
Yes, queen. Slay. I do that a little too well. That's fucking bad. Anyway, hey, look, you got to make.
But at least you recognize it.
Everybody's got to make money somehow. Anyway, but
you got to use the talents God gave you, man.
That's it. You know, I wasn't born rich or with a great head of hair. But no, yeah, the show just got it got cringy, and the introduction to Bucky, like I said, in the dream sequence, I was like, and then they hook you, it's a dream, and he's sitting there with his therapist, and like he does, he's like, oh yeah, well I did what you said on my list. He's going down him getting that, helping arrest that guy, and I'm like, oh come on, like let him kill somebody, like what the fuck.
See, I was kind of all right with that stuff, with that, and then the whole thing with the kid that he killed's dad or whatever. I was all right with all that because
I was fine with that part. That
yeah,
I respected that. I'm like, he wants to make amends.
Yeah, and the fact that he's struggling with being basically out of time in a way, and all that. So
yeah, that because when he killed that guy, as I told the wife, I said, this is going to come back. I said, there's no way that they're going to focus on this particular person that much for him not to fucking mean something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And it's as soon as they introduced that, I can't remember the Asian gentleman's name. I can't pronounce it or remember it. But I was just like, yeah, I saw him. I was like, that was his kid. I was like, that's gotta be. I said, it's gotta be. I'm like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it was just racist because there was Asians. I don't know. Does that make me racist?
I didn't even notice the kid was Asian at first.
No.
And then once he mentioned his son, I'm like, that had to have been his son. I didn't realize he was Asian.
I
But
did.
yeah.
I did because profiling used to be part of my job. So
Okay.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
like-
to be fair, outside of the characters we already know, I really don't remember anybody's name that's been introduced yet.
Yeah, same.
I was pissed because Sharon Carter wasn't in it. I was like, "Where's Boo at?"
I want to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
Bucky
she's
start
hot.
killing people again. Turn heel.
I know, dude. This show
Fuck
would be
this good guy shit.
let him revert back. I would love it if Zemo flipped him back in the second episode somehow, and it was. I would like it more if he was the antagonist to Falcon's protagonist. You know what I mean? Like have Bucky kill John Walker. You know what I mean? Have him kill him. You got 6 episodes, right?
I mean, he deserves it anyway.
Yeah, you
Nobody
think
likes
He
him.
does.
You think
He's a
Zemo's
piece of shit anyway.
I'm just saying he's a tremendous villain.
I'm just
I mean,
saying, you think Zemo is like actually gonna be a good freaking villain in this? Because he was crap in Civil War,
I don't think
in my
they're gonna,
opinion.
I don't think
liked
they're.
him.
I didn't mind him in Civil War.
He was
I
okay.
did. I mean, I already said this in the show earlier. I don't like Civil War. I had problems with it. It was just
Compared to the comic run, it was just mediocre. But
yeah. I recently bought the comic one because I'm like, I want to see what this was compared to the movie. Because even without reading the comic, I was just I thought I liked it when I first saw it, but then like at the same time, the more I thought about it, I felt a little disappointed. And then the more I watched it, I was just like, I can't watch this anymore. This is bad. This is not good. Like I liked Black Panther and Spider-Man. I mean, like Spider-Man was actually decent in this. I'd say
in Civil War he was.
Yeah,
That was the best. That was the best Spider-Man in the MCU we've got.
Yes,
Was in Civil War.
Yeah.
I'd say
Best Black Panther too.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Absolutely,
dude.
Absolutely.
And honestly, like, why would you change the suit? Like, the suit in Civil War was fantastic. Like, I thought that was great.
Wait,
for
Panther,
a Black Panther.
Panther or Spider? I was gonna say Panther or Spider.
No, yeah, I mean, Spider-Man's suit is fine. I just don't like the Iron Boy shit. No, Black Panther's suit was amazing in Civil War, and then they changed it with this what is it?
The vibranium.
Like, oh no, I mean the suit was still vibranium, but like no, the energy pulse thing, the purple stuff. Wasn't a fan of that. He should have kept the suit the way it was. It was so much better that way. But and I thought I thought he was decent in both Civil War and Infinity War, because in Infinity War it felt like they kind of like let go of the Iron Boy stuff because it didn't feel that way. I mean, the Iron Spider suit's different because he needed that.
Yeah, they were in space. He needed
exactly. He needed that, so I'll give that a pass. Like I gave Spider-Man a pass in Infinity War. Can't say anything about Endgame because he only had like 2 minutes of screen time.
Yeah. Yeah, he got nerfed in that on the battlefield.
Exactly, he did.
All the women had to bail him out,
And I think Tom Holland's a good actor. I really do.
I haven't seen anything with him. I know Cherry hasn't got the best reviews, and
No,
Chaos
I
Walking
haven't.
is kind of meddling too.
Watch what's it called on Netflix? It's a movie with Robert Pattinson. The Devil All the Time.
The Lighthouse?
No, not The Lighthouse. No,
okay.
Robert Pattinson's. No, not Robert Pattinson. No, Robert Pattinson was in The Lighthouse, but that was with Willem Dafoe, and that was a good movie. Lighthouse was great.
I haven't seen it.
It's good. It's really good.
My buddy Sal was telling me that was a fucking excellent movie.
No, but was it The Devil All the Time? It's still on Netflix. It's pretty good. Tom Holland is he is great in it. I think he doesn't feel like Tom Holland when you watch more of the movie. It's like holy crap! Like this dude can actually act with a good script.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of him being casted as Nathan Drake. That's because I'm an Uncharted fan.
So I've never played Uncharted. I don't have.
Great games. They're great games. Yeah. The fourth one has its issue. It has a few of its flaws, but I liked it for the most part. The graphics are gorgeous.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people that said they play the game, religiously. It's like one of their.
Oh
games,
yeah.
And they weren't happy. Well, I always thought like Nathan Fillion, from what I've seen image wise of the character.
I would have been.
There's a short film with him as.
There's fan.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there's a fan. Oh, you need to check it out. It is amazing.
See, I've never played the game, so I have literally
play the games. you can get if you have a PS4, get the Nathan Drake collection. That's the first 3, and then there's 4 where you get that independently. But I would have honestly, for a movie, I would have been down for Chris Pratt as Nathan Drake. I think that would have been great.
He's wasn't. Who the hell was they were talking about him as the new Indiana Jones, and I'm like,
yeah,
whether it was just rumors or not, I'm like, it wouldn't be bad, honestly.
I agree, it wouldn't be horrible, but it wouldn't be Harrison Ford.
No.
Well, I mean first of all, he's not a woman, so he's out, right?
Yeah, he's not a woman of color,
and
so he's out.
And he's Christian.
Yeah, so he's out all around. I mean, let's be honest. Who's gonna play? Who's gonna play Indiana Jones next? Michael B. Jordan or Idris Elba?
Oh Jesus Christ! I mean, I like Mike. I think Michael B. Jordan's a good actor, but you know,
they try to jam him in everything.
And he was one of the. And he was one of
the. Michael B. Everything.
And I actually liked him in Black Panther as Killmonger. I thought he was pretty good. He was one of the better MCU villains, in my opinion.
How about Human Torch?
Oh,
I haven't seen that movie yet.
Don't bother. Don't waste your time.
I've only seen the first 2 with Chris Evans as the Human Torch. I don't know. I mean, they're both not good. The second one is worse. The one where Galactus is just a cloud. That was bad.
He's he's Fart from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, if you don't like those, if you watch this one, that'll probably drive you over the edge to do something awful that you only ever wanted to do in your nightmares.
Dr. Doom in Fan 4 Stick was like, I was angry. I was like, I want to punch my fucking TV.
Why is it so difficult to get Doom right? He is not a complicated character.
No, he's not. Like, I didn't even like it.
The 1980 Spider-Man cartoon got Doom right.
Yeah.
More correct than any of the movies did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't even like Doom in the first Fantastic Four movie, like the very first one, you know, the one with Chris Evans in it, and it just wasn't intimidating. You didn't feel anything for the character. No. That was my problem with it. His voice it wasn't menacing enough. Like it just felt like his normal voice, you know, without the mask.
Yeah, no, he gave me the vibe of like one of the older characters in Beverly Hills 90210. He did like nothing intimidating at all, just like you know, just like a slightly older college kid, you know?
Yeah.
That was it. Oh, God. I mean, what's his name? You know, Doom wasn't nearly as offensive as casting Miles fucking Teller as Reed Richards.
I think they cast him because he looked like him.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, the head looks like him, and that's it.
Oh, where's my letter opener?
His head shape looks like a young Reed Richards. Just not his. Just listen. I thought he was decent in some of the other movies I've seen him in. He's not like a great actor. I don't think he's best in comedies. Like I like War Dogs. If you ever seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have.
Oh, it's a Todd Phillips movie.
Okay.
It's really good. You know, the guy that did Hangover movies and The Joker.
Yep.
Or just Joker, not The Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's that guy. Jonah Hill's in it too. It was good.
Yeah. Okay. It was pretty good.
I like it.
That damn. Yeah, that's...
And he wasn't all that bad in it. What other movies did I see him in?
I know he was in that one movie where he was in a band and J. Jonah Jameson was the band instructor.
Oh, Whiplash?
He was beating the shit out of him and
I haven't
seen
that movie, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was on a Watch Mojo countdown I was watching. I was like, when did J. Jonah Jameson beat the shit out of Reed Richards? I was like, look at that fight. What?
That must have been a dream come true for you.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd believe J. Jonah Jameson could beat the shit out of that Reed Richards.
Oh heck yeah, dude! J. Jonah Jameson in the Sam Raimi movies, freaking legendary.
You see him, he looks at me, he's like, fantastic. I starts laughing at him. You little Peckerwood.
See, J. Jonah, J.K. Simmons and that cameo in Far From Home was one of the few good things I liked in that movie.
Yep. That was about it. Honestly.
Yeah, I remember being in the theater. I'm like, oh my god, yes.
See, I was pissed off when they did,
and then they did, and then freaking Mysterio's like, his name is Peter Parker, and then it's like, oh wow, you just ruined the vibe for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I was pissed when they had the other scene was him and not my MJ swinging through the swinging through the city. I'm like,
That's so bad.
So where was that? Where was that rumored post-credit scene with Norman Osborn assembling the Sinister Six? You sons of bitches! Like, but no,
we're never gonna get a good MJ because I didn't even like Kirsten Dunst.
I like Kirsten Dunst. I like Kirsten Dunst.
She's got a bit of a tardy face, though.
Thank you. Yes, she does. And yeah, she's like here's the thing. She's got the redhead, thing going on in the movies, and that's good at least. But
yeah, but we can't have redheads in movies now.
Exactly. That's the problem. That's exactly why I said we're never gonna get a good.
They're problematic.
Exactly. That's why I said we're never gonna get a good Mary Jane.
I do like Sam Raimi's Gwen Stacy better because she had a dump truck ass.
Oh, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Howard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought Emma Stone was better in the Amazing Spider-Man.
She was more fleshed out of a character though.
Oh yeah.
That Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3 was just like.
Listen, if I had a choice, I'd take. That.
I wasn't a fan of the Andrew Garfield movie. I think Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man.
He's a good Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's a good Spider-Man.
He's not a good Peter Parker.
He's trash Peter Parker.
He's like too pretty and too cool to be.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's it.
I'm just like
Toby was a good Parker, and
I agree.
Terrible as Spider-Man.
He wasn't terrible as
terrible.
No, he's not.
Terrible.
He's not terrible. He's
terrible.
He's fine. He's not. It's not great. It's not great, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was terrible. He
didn't have the quippiness as Spider-Man, and
he was a better Peter Parker. I'll admit that.
Yeah,
his Spider-Man was fine. I thought I gave his Spider-Man a pass, but his Peter Parker was really good. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was really good. Trash Peter Parker. And Tom Holland is like, I'm like mixed because it's like I liked him in Civil War and Infinity War, and I didn't like him in his own movies.
Yeah, if they do him right, I think he'd be just fine.
Yeah. I think like I said, I think Tom Holland's a good actor. If you've seen that one Netflix movie that he's in that came out recently, it was good, and he was pretty good in it.
In the first movie, they hinted at Parker being intelligent by him making his own fluids, spider fluid and stuff. But then they give him the suit, and then he just relies heavily on everything Stark Tech.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Just let him be his own thing.
Like I think they try to make it more modern, because technology is like big and stuff and all that. It's like you didn't need to do that. It just doesn't make sense for the character.
I've got a Spider-Man that I think is probably the best one that never happened. So we actually do have a cinematic trailer for it, though, and I'm going to share it with you all right now.
Was it the Japanese Spider-Man?
No, and it's not Turkish. If you've never seen Turkish Spider-Man, I highly recommend you watch it. It's available on YouTube.
Is it Italian?
I don't know where it was made. All I know is I was really, really inebriated when we watched it because it was that bad. But here is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 1985 Canon Films trailer for Spider-Man that Michael Dudikoff, one of my favorite B-list actors, well, he's probably C-list, but was supposed to play Spider-Man. So here's the trailer for that.
Within this unsuspecting city, history's greatest experiment creates tomorrow's greatest superhero. Spider-Man, the movie. A live-action spectacular directed by Joe Zito, based on the characters created by Stan Lee.
Yeah, just a little teaser trailer, and then Canon Films went bankrupt. Honestly,
great.
Man, I really miss that old movie voice.
In a world where spiders are king, it's me, Spider-Man. Hi, I'm the movie voice guy. That used to actually be the voice.
I actually would have liked to have seen that movie. You know that James Cameron was going to make a Spider-Man movie and that got canceled?
I thank God. Thank God.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna be Peter Parker in Spider-Man, but
Well,
it was gonna get an R rating because of the amount of violence in it.
Well, that's just like Tom Cruise was supposed to play Iron Man back in like
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
1998.
that wouldn't have been good.
No.
Listen, I think Tom Cruise, I liked him in Top Gun. I like Top Gun, and you know what any
Cocktail.
other movie he's been in. But the Iron Man is not for him.
Tom Cruise is like 3 fucking feet tall. No, he can't be Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly.
He could be
Fucking hate
Leprechaun.
Tom Cruise.
You know, as a person, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of his movies. Like, I like Top Gun. I mean, Top
Me
Gun,
too, but
business.
that's it.
Top Gun and Cocktail. I grew up, you know, Cocktail was him and what the hell was the
So
other guy's
fucking
name?
weird.
Was the Aussie's name in that? Wasn't there an Aussie that was in that too? I can't
Hey,
remember.
I got a question. In what is it? Interview in the Vampire, whatever the fuck that
Yeah.
movie's
Yeah, I forgot
called.
about that. Him and Brad Pitt.
Yeah. So but like he looks like Christopher Reeve in that movie. He looks like
Yeah, a
Christopher.
little bit.
He looks like Christopher Reeve in that movie. I mean, Angelus knows my opinion on that movie. I thought it was boring.
Swine.
Underrated opinion.
It's
Uncultured
because
swine.
of the vampire teeth. What it did to his lip.
Listen,
That's why.
I'm sorry, I almost slept twice
Mm.
watching that movie. I was just like, I don't see how this is as good as some people make it out to be. Like, the only good thing about that movie was that that naked blonde chick on stage. That was the only good part.
Let it for you to be only interested in the nude chick.
Yeah, that's the only good
Are you
part. That's
telling
the
me
only thing I
Antonio
cared about.
Banderas did not impress you
And
with
Yeah.
his gayness?
Right?
listen, I know Kirsten Dunst was a kid in that, but she annoyed the shit out of me. I wanted to strangle her.
That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't for that movie, maybe we would have had a likable character in Spider-Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, one of the few good things in Spider-Man 3, because she was worse as Mary Jane in that movie. I
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah.
and I'm
Just
as much as I don't
Harry
like
was the only
emo.
person.
Listen, as much as I don't like emo Peter Parker's, like along with everyone else, I'm glad he slapped her. Holy fuck, she needed to shut up.
What would you
Harry
say,
with
Tony?
amnesia is the only character I could relate to. And even out of the amnesia, Harry was the only character I could relate to. In spite, like, I'm sitting there watching Peter Parker and Mary Jane fight on the street. Like, I don't give a fuck about either of you.
See, James Franco was okay in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. He's better in the comedy movies.
I like Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman. I thought his
Oh,
character,
me too.
Oh,
he was
yeah, he was
actually
great as
really
Sandman.
good.
He was really good as Sandman.
If you took Eric Foreman as
no.
Venom out of that movie, because Topher Grace is
Yes.
bitch made. Take
Oh, yeah.
Topher Grace bitch made ass out of that movie.
Thank
But
you.
it still had
Listen, I
problems beyond
like
Oh, yeah.
that. I
It
like that.
did, Tony.
Listen, I watch that '70s show on Netflix. I enjoy it. I thought Topher Grace is good. It's funny because I watched that show and I'm like, I could see why they fucking casted him, because he is almost exactly like, he has that Tobey Maguire personality, and that's what they went with. And that it's
Yeah.
just like, that's what you thought of when you casted Venom. Like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
Even Todd McFarlane hated that version of Venom.
I bet he did, because didn't he create Venom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Of
think
course
so.
he'd be pissed off.
Yeah, that was that whole thing wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Avi Arad.
Oh,
was-
fuck that piece of shit.
That was all Avi Arad.
Totally
No, yeah,
salesman.
that was not that. See, like, I could tell that, you know, Sandman was Sam Raimi's idea.
Yeah.
And the studio wanted Venom because, oh, people want Venom. It's like, yeah, we want Venom, but like, we don't want him, you know, like a skinny, you know, replica of Spider-Man. We want him freaking huge, like the freaking Venom movie, which I enjoyed.
Hey,
I
have no issues with the Venom movie. I
was
me
good.
too.
Shit out of
Me
that
too.
one.
I mean, I'll tell you this. I wasn't a fan of what's the blonde chick's name? I thought her acting wasn't great.
Is it Michelle?
Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams.
Yeah, thank you. I thought her acting wasn't great. The villain acting wasn't great, but Tom Hardy saved it for me. He was great.
Yeah.
He was fantastic as Venom.
Brock, yeah.
And I'm just like, and I watched those trailers. I'm like, thank God they actually got like they actually made Venom like he is actually Venom. Like besides the spider logo thing, but I understand where they were going with that.
The toy sales thing too is also one of the reasons we didn't get a third Tim Burton Batman because of the poor marketing towards kids and stuff, based on the dark undertones of the second
Returns.
Batman Returns.
Penguin's trying to kill a bunch of kids. I mean,
it was literally a PR nightmare, and it destroyed any chance.
What's funny? What's funny? I think I saw Batman Returns first, and then Batman '89.
Yeah, see, man, Batman with Michael Keaton will always be. That is, I'm not a huge Christian Bale fan of the Bat.
Me too. I mean, I like those movies. Well, the first two.
Yeah, the third one is shit.
It went
narratively no sense. Like, okay, so Tony, help me out here, man. The fucking plane sequence at the very beginning. Okay, so you've got this big, huge fucking plane that's transporting this very important prisoner on it, and so you're telling me that with the advanced, radar and all that happy horse shit, they've got all their technological advancements on this plane, they're not going to pick up another bigger plane right over top of them. They're just gonna miss that completely. Like, that's not even gonna no. Like, they can't just be like, oh shit, like it got dark all of a sudden. I mean, like what?
I don't hate the movie. It's definitely the weakest Nolan movie. It's my least favorite Nolan movie I've seen. The only two like I thought were mediocre, like in terms of like Christopher Nolan movies, were Dark Knight Rises and Dunkirk.
I never watched Dunkirk. I
couldn't get through it.
Nah, I got through it. There wasn't I don't know. It's not one I'd go back and watch. It's not. I know some people do like it. I mean, listen, I like Tenet. When I saw that in the theater,
I didn't watch it.
It didn't get good reviews, but listen, on IMAX, it's enjoyable.
Well, yeah, because the visuals are fucking look like they're stuff. Everybody said the visuals are stunning. It's just a noisy, convoluted movie.
Yeah, it is. It is, but like,
we're talking about Tenet or The Last Jedi.
But I can enjoy elements of it. It's got problems with whatever the heck Nolan wanted to do with it, but then I watch it at home and it's a completely different movie. I went from like giving it like an 8 out of 10 to watching it a second time like a fair 7 in my opinion. Like I can rewatch it. It's not terrible like most people say it is. The sound mixing is not great. There's no defending that.
Yeah. And
some people don't like the score. I liked it. I think it fit well with what the movie was going for.
I'm trying to think. They just cast what's his name, John David Washington.
Oh yeah, he was great.
They cast him as Is it him? Is it him that's playing Kang the Conqueror?
No. Is it? No.
I can't remember.
No, someone else.
I can't remember.
It wasn't him.
Or he just got another role. I just saw him cast in something else.
Robert Pattinson was really good in Tenet as well. I walked out of the theater saying like, this dude can play a good Bruce Wayne.
That's kind of where I want to go now. I want to start about Tony. Tell me, brother. Tell me what do you think of Pattinson? Like, I see they're finished with filming.
Yeah, they are
on the Batman.
I know Robert Pattinson is a good actor. I have actually been meaning to watch The Lighthouse, but I hate how the Batmobile looks. I hate the entire style of the Batman for Robert Pattinson, and I'm sure I'll see it. The cast looks great. So, I'm sure I'm not giving it credit, but I really, I'm just not a fan of the aesthetic that I've seen just in the images we've seen and stuff. But I'm sure the acting is going to be fantastic.
I like the Batmobile, and I like the suit. That's not like an incredibly popular opinion because I think the armor's fine. I think the bat symbol on the chest is fine. I'm excited. I want to see what Matt Reeves does with that universe, because that trailer was freaking awesome. That tone.
The trailer was good.
It was. I love. Oh my god, the
You didn't?
trailer is great.
I try not to
loved it.
watch too many trailers nowadays, to be honest.
Like that. Listen, like that scene where he beats the crap out of that one guy.
Yeah.
I geeked the fuck out.
What
And he said like, I'm vengeance, and I'm like, okay. And when I heard him say it, it's like, okay, you know, that sounds better than Bale, so I'll give you that.
What did you think of it, Red?
I kind of agree with Tony. I'm not a big fan of the aesthetics. I was honestly, I was one of the first people out the gate that was like, you know, just give Pattinson a chance. You know, he's come a long way since Twilight. Give the guy a chance. But the more I see of, he's not what I'm concerned about. Like the whole aesthetic of it is not appealing to me. So far, my favorite part from what I've seen is sex on the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That's right, because he tagged was it Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah.
On the hood of the Batmobile. Yeah, Matt Reeves got a little bit pissed off about that. Draven, what do you think, bro?
I like the way the car looks, just because it's supposed to be like year one.
Yeah,
and it's kind of like it's basic, you know. He's using whatever he's got to do it.
It does feel like that year one vibe. Like I've only seen the animated movie. I haven't read the comic, but
and
like, you know, like Catwoman's suit looks like it's similar to it's almost similar to year one. And I think in this, like, Robert Pattinson's Batman is like Batman for at least 2 years, for what I believe. So it's like it's a younger take. And I know some people are pretty harsh on, you know, him. It's like when I heard he was cast, I'm like, I hadn't seen any movies with him at the time, so I was like, you know what, maybe he can play an all right Batman. I don't see him as Bruce Wayne, but when I saw Tenet, I was like, okay, this dude can actually. This dude convinced me that he could play Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, and then his suit. I like his suit. I just don't like the cow. I think the cow looks like shit.
The cowl's okay.
Badass.
It's okay. It's okay. The cowl's okay. It's weird in some shots. Like I thought that one shot where he's like, you know, in that room with Commissioner Gordon, I thought that was fine. But the one shot with him in the cowl with Catwoman, I thought that looked a bit weird. Other than that, I'm still excited to see what they're gonna do, because I think it's gonna be a trilogy, I believe.
It's supposed to be a trilogy.
Yeah.
Now, that all depends. Obviously,
I hope they give us a good Riddler. That's what I want.
Well, yeah. I mean, what we've got so far has been Jim Carrey.
That was just Jim Carrey playing Jim Carrey.
Oh, I thought you said a good Raylo. Yeah, I've been looking forward to that too.
There's no such thing. Stop that.
There's no such thing as
unless I change my name to Ray and hook up with Daisy Ridley. There's no such thing.
I actually liked the Gotham Riddler.
Red, I'm gonna have to fight Walton for her though.
Oh yeah. You're gonna have to fight Walton for anything with tits and ass.
I'll just throw Kristen Stewart out in front of him, and he'll get lost in her dead eyes.
See, instead of Bane and Dark Knight Rises, Christopher Nolan should have done Riddler. That would have been great.
Bane was Tom Hardy was terrible as Bane.
Listen, I like Tom Hardy, but yeah, that was not a great Bane.
The best thing I can say about that Bane was he got jacked as fuck to play him, and I respect that. But yeah, I just didn't like. I thought it was bad, and when the cops all went down into I was like, oh my god, dude! Like, are you fuck? In what world is this? I mean, I was like, at this point, Gotham PD turned into fucking the Keystone Cops. I was literally waiting for the Benny Hill music to start playing and the police to start running around and or either that or
I thought he was
Your
great.
Enthusiasm music with Larry David. But seriously,
the Gotham PD got their brain part on at the end.
Everything else I've seen,
the fucking
like my favorite movie I've seen him in is probably Inception. My opinion.
I watched that once. I bought it for my wife.
Really?
Yeah, we watched it. I mean, it was all right.
That's my favorite Christopher Nolan movie, in my opinion.
I like the South Park version.
Yes, the South Park version is amazing, dude. See, that's Wait,
they did a South Park version of
it was
Inception?
It was called Inception.
I need to watch that then.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious. That's the one with Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Freddy fucking Krueger's in it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I still haven't seen Nightmare of Elm Street. I need to watch it.
All right,
Oh,
all right.
so good.
Do not watch the new one.
I heard it's bad.
It is.
Listen, I like Jackie Earl Haley. Like
aside from Katie Cassidy being in it, that's the only thing
Kate,
I'm partial.
I'm kind of in love with her.
I got to meet her, so I'm partial.
Yeah.
I like what's Jackie Earl Haley and Watchmen, who's Rorschach. I thought that's honestly great fucking casting. His performance in Watchmen is fan-fucking-tastic. It's the best part of that movie, and probably Zack Snyder's best casting choice, in my opinion, just ever.
I honestly that's the only other thing I could remember Jackie Earl Haley being in. And
that's the only movie I've seen him in.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck else he's in. So like, I was like, all right, Nightmare on Elm Street. I've always been a huge Freddy Krueger fan. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors that's my shit right there. Plus, it's got dude, it's got Dokken. I mean, the fucking song Dream Warriors by Doc. Come on, come on, man. You can't. It doesn't give me. Red, am I showing the age?
A little bit. I'd say you're almost correct. It does get better than Doc and the Twisted Sister.
Oh well, yeah. Fuck, I forget about that. See, God, fucking D. Snyder. What the hell? He was just in I just watched a movie where he was in. I can't remember what it was.
That motherfucker is an eternal ball of energy.
Yes, he is.
Wait, who?
He was in a movie recently.
I saw him. I saw him play live.
Was it a movie or a show he was in? And he was playing.
He made a short cameo in the Snyder Cut.
It wasn't that though. They were doing a concert, and I'm trying to think. Somebody was in a wheelchair, and they got to see him. Fuck, who was it? No, I can't remember what the fuck it was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's gonna bug me. I can't remember if it was a movie or a TV show. I watched somebody.
It was Cobra Kai.
It was Cobra Kai. That's right. It was when Miguel was in the fucking wheelchair. Johnny took him. We're going to see Twisted Sister. Yeah,
and his foot started tapping.
Yep, that's when he got the feeling in his legs back. Fuck, I'm so wearing my.
Rightfully so.
Dude,
wait. Snyder was in Cobra Kai.
Hey.
Cobra Kai is amazing.
And I'm wearing my shirt. I should have fucking remembered that.
Yeah, I had to look it up. So
I just we didn't watch the show that long ago. Like I said, me and the wife watched the show the entire all 3 seasons in one weekend. Yeah, it was fucking excellent, man. I got it. Season 4, I cannot wait.
Me too.
And I have to give Tony props for this though, because he says he's made the comment before that Tony, why don't you just tell it? Who resembles Ryan Johnson in Cobra Kai?
His long lost daughter Tori. I think she broke from orbit. I'm not sure.
Is it the round head?
She kind of looks like a Nintendo Mii.
See, here's the thing. I know some people like that character, and she is a decent character, Tori, but I can't help to remember she's known for being in Disney Channel shows.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem.
I'd never seen her in any of those, so I was like, okay, she's just some little badass blonde chick.
Yeah, no, what's her name? Peyton List or whatever. List. Yeah, I'm just she's in almost every goddamn Disney Channel show that I've never cared for.
And
I don't mind. What's her name? Sam LaRusso.
I like Tori better than Sam because Sam started the whole fucking thing.
I think Sam's hot.
Well, yeah, she's cute as fuck.
Yeah.
I can say this because the actress is 24.
Okay, I got a question real quick. Do I look like Robbie from Cobra Kai? Because that's what some people have said.
Your facial features a little bit. You don't have the floppy hair. He's got He's got the hair, but yeah, a little bit. I can see it in your in the eye, in your eyes, and
I don't think I can grow hair like that.
Well, he's got that kind of I don't know. It's almost like that. I don't even know how to describe it because my hair wasn't like that either.
The mop top.
It is. It's kind of like
yeah.
You know who he reminds me of is a young Josh Holloway from Lost, Sawyer. No,
I haven't seen that show.
Nobody's Lost fan here.
No, I've never watched Lost.
Fuck you guys, I'm leaving.
Didn't JJ do? Didn't he have some part of it?
He was executive producer on the first season, and after that, he didn't have any involvement. Lost is honestly one of my favorite television shows. I've watched Seinfeld completely through probably over 15 times.
Didn't he like direct some episodes though?
I think so in the first season. Lost I've watched. Me and my wife are like on our third or fourth viewing right now of it. I love that fucking show. Me and Salvador did like a half hour long because it ended 10 years ago last May. So we did a 10-year anniversary of the finale.
Is there anywhere where I can watch it? Like streaming wise?
It is on Hulu right now.
Okay, I don't have Hulu. And I paid for HBO Max, to watch the Snyder cut.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's that. And I do have Netflix.
That asshole's taking DC. JJ.
That's terrible.
That's why we're gonna get a Ta-Nehisi Coates fucking written Superman.
I'm sorry. I've given DC my chances with their movies. I saw Birds of Prey. I saw Wonder Woman 84. Didn't like those movies, but I gave them their chance. I will not give fucking JJ and Ta-Nehisi Coates their chance. This is different. This is bad.
Yeah,
listen, say what you want about Zack Snyder and the shit he said. I still like him as an artist. I still like him as a director. Restore the Snyderverse, because that's what we need, not this JJ Ta-Nehisi Coates bullshit.
I gotta acknowledge Lola Meats in the chat here. Says Raylos are like furries. And Lola, I will say this: we don't kink shame on this channel because God knows I was gonna have a woman fly across country just to whoop my ass willingly. And
I like that profile pic.
Yeah,
and the one thing we do kink shame is furries. So absolutely, I agree, and I endorse that statement 100%. Let's see. Let's see. For that we get let's see. What do I have here? This is for that comment. It was really good. So here we go. Let's see. We'll do.
Hello!
Hello there!
Hello!
There we go. Some Uncle Leo from Seinfeld. There we go.
Hello.
That's another show I need to see.
Oh Jesus, dude, that is brilliance. That's one series I own like all the way through. I've always been. I used to write research papers in my psychology classes in college about Seinfeld. We had to do. They're like, oh, we have to do like a movie analysis and all that shit. And I'm like, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write it on Seinfeld. And they're like, well, aren't those episodes like 22 minutes long? The professor said. I'm like, yeah, I got this. Don't worry. So I wrote a 20-page paper on the episode from season 9, The Strike, which is basically better known as the Festivus episode. And I wrote George exhibits both traits of narcissistic personality disorder and avoidant personality disorder in the same episode, and I got 20 pages out of a 22-minute episode, got 105 on it. I'll never forget that. That was the most fun I ever had writing a research paper. I was baked the whole goddamn time, and I'm just like literally I got to watch that is my favorite episode of Seinfeld. It was before that, but because I celebrate Festivus, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But enough about academia. I fuck that shit. But no, seriously though, the Birds of Prey. That's funny because
that was bad.
Kathy Yan, she popped up in the news again this year over just something I can't remember. Oh, something about a sequel. I was like, nobody's or a director's cut of it or some. It was some. Stupid shit.
Yeah, it was like it. And only people like made the hashtag. What was it? Release the Yan cut. Which no one's gonna give a shit about.
No, nobody wants a Yan cut of that.
No one does.
That was okay. So you took Black Mask and just nerfed him.
Yes,
he looked like a complete fucking idiot.
I hated that.
You know the thing was the movie. I mean, was it a little bit woke? Yeah.
Yes, it was.
The worst part about it was the marketing leading up and Ewan McGregor's bitch ass, because he was going through. He had that affair on his.
He wasn't even a good Black Mask.
No, and he cheated on his wife with Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who played Huntress, and that's why he was acting all super woke, like he was such a male feminist, kind of like Joss Whedon did. That whole menagerie. Joss Whedon said in an interview, I'm such a woke bae. I'm like, who the fuck says some fucking puto ass shit like that? Like, what the motherfucker?
Fuck that puto!
What the fuck, man?
Well, who the fuck changes the title of a movie right after its release while it's still in theaters? That was the most retarded thing I've ever seen.
The emancipation.
The fantabulous emancipation.
The one Harley Quinn or something.
Just a.
I mean, yeah, the name was stupid, but to figure that out beforehand, you only had how many years?
That's the longest name you could give a movie ever.
I think Lemony Snicket's in an unfortunate series of events that I just dropped my vape. I hope it didn't break. That's a $40 cartridge if that breaks. I guess that's my fault.
And that wasn't even a good representation of Harley Quinn in that movie either.
No, the best parts of her were taken away.
Yeah.
Well, she's dead now anyway.
Thank God.
I mean, the only reason I really saw that is because I like Margot Robbie as the character, and I just like Margot Robbie in general. I think she's hot, but
oh fuck yeah! I've never seen Wolf of Wall Street.
I haven't seen that either.
It's
I've
good.
Never seen it. Everybody's gonna watch it.
I've only seen a couple clips.
Yeah, same
yeah,
here.
me too.
I've seen the Matthew McConaughey clip with him and Leo in the restaurant.
Oh wait, I've seen the nude scene with Margot Robbie, and that's it.
Of course you have.
I haven't even watched it yet. It's like, there's a way. Vinny says the constipation of one blocked up Harley Quinn and the Birds of Gay.
Yeah, yeah.
Much better title.
That's great, Vinny.
That's
great.
That's it. That's what we need. Wait, it's Birds of Prey. Wait,
Bring out the gimp.
that's what they needed in Birds of Prey was a gimp, and we had one. His name was Black Mask. No, yeah, and
I thought that was Zaz.
No,
yeah.
Zaz was terrible too.
Victor Zaz was better in Batwoman almost than he was in the fucking movie. Seriously,
I really liked him in Gotham. The guy who played him in Gotham.
what was his name? Was it the same guy who played it in Batwoman?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
The best Zaz you'll get is in the Arkham games, in my opinion.
I'd say I've never played the Arkham.
They're great games.
Mm-hmm.
I even liked Arkham Origins. If McAnee was here, he would back me up on this. Yeah, if McAnee would back me up on this, Arkham Origins is criminally underrated. It has great shit in it.
Anthony Kerrigan was the one who played him in Gotham. See, I watched the first season of Gotham and kind of fell off. I don't know, and I love Batman. But I just kind of fell off. The Penguin, I remember the Penguin character. That kid was good. We were talking about him Wednesday night, I think. He was good. I liked him because I remember him. He had one episode of Walking Dead, and he was in one of my just like offbeat favorite movies, Accepted, with Justin Long.
That's a great movie.
He was the guy who's like, I want to blow shit up with my mind in that movie.
I liked Danny DeVito as Penguin just fine.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well,
the only problem is Batman Returns is fine. It was just too Tim Burton-y for me.
Well, yeah, Burton put his stamp like hard
like,
on that one.
It's like
who doesn't want to see Danny DeVito in a role though? Like I want to see Danny DeVito as Wolverine. I mean,
he'd make a much better.
Maybe,
but he's got to play him. He's got to play him like his character, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Wolverine. That's what I want to see. Like Frank is fucking Wolverine. That would be
that would be interesting, but I don't know if that would work.
Who, gays? Are you a big X-Men fan at all?
I like X-Men.
Yeah. Back in the day, I collected quite a bit.
Who would you like to see play Wolverine now?
Now here's the thing. I've never seen.
I was gonna say, can I please say Hugh Jackman, because he's Wolverine to me. He will always be Wolverine.
I've never seen the guy act, but Scott Eastwood looks the part. He looks the part. I've heard he's a good actor. I don't know. I've never seen the guy act. Like right now, from actors that I really know, I couldn't say. There's not a lot that really fit the bill for me.
Mm-hmm.
No. See, one person I thought he's already been in the MCU is Carl Urban.
Carl Urban would be all right, I think. Because he really throws himself into his character, so I think he'd do well.
I haven't seen The Boys, but from all accounts, he's he's very good in that. So,
Mhm.
Draven, what about you, man?
Yeah, like Red Gay said, like
Tough.
it is tough.
It's tough.
Not only do
Yeah.
you want somebody that's kind of short, which Hugh Jackman wasn't short, but he did play a good version of him.
Fantastic.
And it's just hard to like beat what Hugh Jackman did for the role. Like
18 years he spent.
yeah, it's just hard to
17, I believe,
to
be
think of
specific, but
something. You know, I know they were shooting Tom Hardy around there for a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna
other
say
people, but-
maybe Tom Hardy,
or
that's
even
15. Like
Keanu
there's
Reeves or something.
I mean, I listen. I like
Keanu
Keanu.
Reeves.
He's
I
a little
like
old. That's the thing.
I no,
He
I
is,
like
but
I
I mean,
like
like,
I
when he
like
has the-
Keanu. I just can't see him as Wolverine.
Scruff and everything.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy. I've seen fan art of him as Wolverine, and it's fantastic.
Mhm.
I like it. It's
Yeah,
like
I
they could do that, but like at the same time, he's Venom, and he's working with whatever Sony's gonna do with the character.
See, that's the problem. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to Tom Hardy as Wolverine, but yeah, he's just in too much right now. Like, you gotta when it comes to superheroes, you kind of got to pick one and stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really think Michael Fassbender should come back as Magneto.
Oh, hands down.
I love
Absolutely.
I loved him as Magneto.
McAvoy should keep playing Professor X too.
Oh fuck yeah.
If Kevin Feige wasn't such and he's an egomaniac. He is. That's why they fucking did what they did to Evan Peters' version of Quicksilver, which is
hated
vastly superior to. Well, I mean, I can't knock Aaron Taylor Johnson because
he's a good actor.
He didn't get shit for development. I mean, that character was
that was one of the other big reasons why
away.
I didn't like Age of Ultron.
That's the one issue I had with that. But I like Evan Peters because I'm a huge American Horror Story fan, and Evan Peters has been in almost every season of that, and
he's great in that.
He's a great fucking character,
Yep.
a great character actor. I think he's vastly like underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tony. I know you want to say something.
Oh no, I was just listening to the Wolverine predictions. I have no one really. I don't think Hugh Jackman was like. I think he was good, but I think someone out there could do it better. I've been watching the X-Men cartoons lately, and I'm like, like Hugh Jackman's great, but I'm just like, it feels like a lot of those movies weren't that great,
I liked 4 of the X-Men movies, just the ones that are called X-Men. Like,
yeah,
I liked
like
the one that
Origins
was Origins.
The Wolverine. They're okay, but I don't know. They're not.
Origins was bad.
I watch them, and it's one thing, but it's like rewatching them is something it's hard to do with his solo movies. So I agree. I mean, he's a good Wolverine, but I feel like there's someone out there who could do it better.
I mean, I liked let's see, when it comes to X-Men, I liked the very first one in the 2000, that was good. X2 is great. I think First Class is amazing.
I love that one.
Yeah, First Class is great.
Same.
Michael Fassbender as Magneto is fantastic in that role. I like Days of Future Past. It's probably my favorite Fox X-Men movie.
Yeah, I didn't mind that either. Apocalypse and what is the other one? Dark.
Apocalypse was terrible.
Apocalypse was terrible.
Apocalypse. The only thing that makes it watchable are the visuals in Apocalypse. The visuals are stunning.
Nightcrawler was good in that, and
I like the Quicksilver scene.
I have to.
And what's her name? Olivia Munn or whatever.
Munn.
She's fucking hot.
She's sexy, but she's insane. It's the same thing with like Sophie Turner. It's like I was like,
I wasn't a fan of hers, Jean Grey.
I don't like her Jean Grey. I just like
no,
her.
not at all.
No,
I'm just like, what's up, Ma? I'm like,
I just want to know why it's like outside the realm of possibility to give Fassbender the fucking silver hair. You got Quicksilver. He looks fine. What's up? What's up with Fassbender? Dude, that's my only complaint about that character.
They need to keep those two, him and, like I said, man, I've heard Giancarlo Magneto, Giancarlo as Magneto thrown around. It's like, you don't need to do that. Just keep them the way they are, because you've got two superior fucking actors right there. McAvoy is fucking great. He is. That's the thing, is like, for to usurp, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. You've got two quality actors right there that are really solid character actors.
It's like, I like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, as those characters, but I think if they wanted to bring, those characters back, they should do Fassbender and McAvoy.
Yeah,
because they're young.
Yep.
Like, I think it would be perfect. But let's be honest, Last Stand is much worse than Apocalypse.
That was X3, wasn't it? That was the
one,
wasn't it? Yeah,
they're both pretty bad.
That's a hard comparison.
I think Last Stand is much worse than Apocalypse, because thing is, like, there are moments I like in Apocalypse, but it wasn't good. Like, I like Quicksilver. I like the scene, where the X Mansion blows up and the slow-mo stuff. That was cool. I think that was better than the Days of Future Past one, even though I like that movie much better. It's my favorite. And I think the visuals are freaking amazing in Apocalypse. Just I love the visuals in it, and the CGI and stuff. They're beautiful, and that's one of the things that make it watchable. And I like Oscar Isaac. I just don't think he was
not Moon Knight. I don't think.
Oh yeah, he's playing Moon Knight.
He is playing Moon Knight.
Oh no, is he?
Yep.
Yeah, he's not Moon Knight.
Oh,
he is, or he isn't.
He is.
No, he's playing it, but he's not. I don't like that choice.
I mean, listen, Oscar Isaac's a great actor.
In the right role.
Yeah, in the right role. I mean, like, I thought he was good in Sucker Punch, even though I thought it was mediocre. It's my only least favorite Zack Snyder movie. Like, out of every other Zack Snyder movie, I like every Zack Snyder movie except for Sucker Punch. I thought that was the only mediocre one, in my opinion. But that's kind of debatable.
Terrible.
I need to see the extended version, because whenever there's like a different cut for a Zack Snyder movie, it's always better, because it's like Batman versus Superman. It's like, I watched the Ultimate Edition. It's so much better than the theatrical.
I've seen the theatrical.
Because it's like
the picture of earlier.
Because the thing is, like, I watched the theatrical and I didn't hate it as much as a bunch of other people did, because I like Ben Affleck as Batman. That's my favorite Batman, and I like Henry Cavill as Superman, and I like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. So that really helped me out from the movie. But like, I left the theater being like, that was weird. Like, it didn't look right.
My problem with Batman versus Superman is too much destruction just for the sake of destruction. Batman is pissed off at Superman because he needlessly destroys shit, and Batman does the same fucking shit when he's going through the docks and stuff with the Batmobile and doing all that shit. He's like just destroying everything, but he's against the guy who is destroying everything. It's like, it makes no sense.
Okay, but Batman isn't doing as much damage as...
Who cares? Damage is damage. Like, if
damage is damage.
He's doing as much damage as he can.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing, though. Like, he does, like Batman saw him as a threat, even though he really isn't. It's Zod, really, fighting Superman. And yeah, like, I don't like, some people are like, well, why is there destruction going on in, Man of Steel in this fight? It's like, did you have a problem with the Battle of New York and Avengers? Because they destroyed a lot of New York, and it's like
yeah, but the narrative of the story wasn't built on them doing a shit ton of destruction.
Yeah,
until later on.
Okay, but it's like, that's just there to be there, and let's be honest, Batman needed what he had to do. He needed to destroy some things if he really had to. It's not like he wanted to, but he had to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I suppose
that's
seems awfully hypocritical from a billionaire.
Whatever.
It does.
He can just get a new one. He can just get a new boat that he broke.
So I wanna go back here to Lola Mead's comment. Are y'all horror fans? Me myself personally, I absolutely love horror movies. I am a huge fucking horror fan.
I need to watch more horror movies.
Probably.
I'm a vampire. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah,
No
yeah.
shit.
He's Angelus hates fucking horror movies. Hates fucking vampires.
Yeah, right.
He's a werewolf fan.
I am going to be playing a werewolf game on my channel at some point, though.
So
I got the new werewolf apocalypse Earthblood game.
All right. My favorite horror franchise is Friday the 13th. I'm gonna toss it over.
I've only seen the first one.
It's good. I like the first one. Part 6 is my favorite. A lot of people like roll their eyes at me when I say that, and they say Jason's not a zombie. And I'm looking right at you, Justin Proper. Jason is a fucking zombie. You son of a bitch. He's a fucking zombie.
First
He's
of
not
all,
a man.
Justin Proper.
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
Zombie.
Terrible. I love the dude. He's great, but I
agree.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because it's like some of his takes I don't agree with, just like Angelus, but then there's other takes that he has that I do agree with that some people don't like, which is funny.
Tony, what's your favorite horror franchise?
But Jason is like more intelligent than a zombie.
Yeah,
I thought he's like a damned soul.
he is. That's the thing. But no, everyone. These people want to say that he's a man. I'm like, no.
He's kind of like a revenant.
I feel like if a zombie was a potato, Jason would be a rutabaga.
But would he be allowed to be Mr. Rutabaga is the question.
He'd just have to be rutabaga. You can't be Mister. That's problematic. Toxic male.
Totally.
Oh God.
What a favorite horror movie? Gosh.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that in a long time.
I don't have a favorite, honestly.
Yeah. Like it's hard to.
I would say favorite franchise for me is Nightmare on Elm Street for older stuff. And then new, I really like what is it called? The Strangers. It's got Liv Taylor in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw it in the theater.
The sequel is terrible. The sequel is shit.
See, I was like,
the sequel is shit because they kind of add like this supernatural kind of feel to it where they're like indestructible and can't be hurt. And I liked the real aspect of it where like they're just home invaders and they just get away with this crime.
See, I grew up like watching like Amityville. So that would probably be like, I don't like nostalgic, probably one of my favorites. But when the first Saw came out, I was attending a school in Reno and I wasn't watching much TV at the time. And I had some buddies come in town and visit. And we went to the movies. I think I told this story before on here, but I hadn't seen any commercials for Saw or anything. I didn't know what it was about. So I went in there blind. And so experience-wise, that was quite an experience, because Saw 2, Saw 3, well, you've seen the first one, but going into the first Saw movie, that was an experience. So
I still need to see that. I know it's was it James Wan? Didn't he direct that?
Lee Wanell did the first. Are you talking about Saw?
Yeah.
Did Wan do that or was it Lee Wanell? I thought it was Lee Wanell.
I thought it was Wan.
Because he, hang on, I'll look it up. No, I know what you're talking about, Tony. I saw the first 5 or 6 Saw movies in the theater. I didn't
like any of the Saws after that, but that first Saw movie, just going in blind, not knowing much about it, that was just like how Jeff from World Class talks about the Avengers being an actual experience in the theater. That's what Saw was for me.
It was James Wan.
Okay. I don't have a favorite horror franchise. I mean, I'll give you this. Or movie. This isn't much of a horror, like it's not a scary movie at all, but it's in the horror category in action. I love Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Have you seen that?
Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead.
The original one's pretty good too.
Is that the early 2000s? Did he do?
Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead was 2004.
I've seen that because it's Dawn, Day, and Night, right? That was the newest trilogy. Yeah, I've seen that. I didn't even know he did that. To be honest with you.
There was a zombie baby.
Yeah,
in the
because that was
movie?
the one. Yeah, that was the one in the fucking shopping mall. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
original one had a shopping mall too.
Yep.
Except in Zack Snyder's version, the zombies actually looked like freaking zombies, and I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah. Well, I
And
mean,
I thought it was because it's like in the original one, like it's fun. Don't get me wrong.
I've seen the original ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the original one was fun, but it's just like white face paint.
Oh yeah. The zombie effects.
And
really
I like the
good.
cheesiness of the old one. It's good. It's a fun ride, but Zack Snyder's is just on a whole new level. It's got that just great movie.
Yeah.
And
What about you, gays?
I've always been partial to Halloween. That's Halloween 1, 2, and 4. Pick nothing
I
else.
still need to see
I like
Halloween.
3.
Dude,
I
part
love
4
3.
is part
You like
4.
3?
Yeah, I like 3.
3 is great. It's a
3?
standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
but-
watching. Like, sorry, go.
Go ahead, Red.
It's entertaining. It's entertaining. But yeah, just I mean, as a series, with ongoing characters and theme, yeah, 1, 2, and 4 are my absolute favorites. The rest, not so much. I could take them or leave them.
Oh, you don't like Busta Rhymes fighting Michael Myers?
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
Oh, look. Hey, look.
I enjoyed his phone calls. That's
Look
about
at
it.
look at hey, this motherfucker's here. Justin Prover's here. This motherfucker's
That motherfucker
This
is
motherfucker.
right?
that motherfucker.
Jason. Jason's a fucking look. Wait, I want you. I want you.
That motherfucker is the worst fucking host.
Shut up, runner. Look me. Shut up, runner. Jason is a fucking zombie. He's a fucking zombie. He ain't a man. He can't set up lighting and electrical supplies and lighting lines and traps and snares and live under the ground in a cave with goddamn doors and a fucking cage. He's a fucking zombie. There you go. All right, I'll unmute you now, Ronnie. You're a good boy.
I think my favorite time watching horror movies, and they were edited, they were on TV or whatever, but just like staying up with my cousins or friends and watching USA up all night, and they'd have just a plethora of shit every weekend, or Friday the 13th marathon, or
yeah.
Those
And
were
I think that's why I'm partial to Halloween too. Like what you said before with Amityville, like just catching it on TV, as a kid when you're not supposed to.
Yeah,
That I think that just kind of stuck with me.
Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Tales from the Crypt is like, hey,
Demon Night.
Oh, yeah.
See, the movie was great. I watched a couple episodes with Phoenix West over on his channel to review for his podcast of Tales from the Crypt, and that show has not aged well, like at all. And I was all excited. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I used to love Tales from the Crypt as a kid, and I'm watching it going, oh, this is just fucking bad. Like, oh god, this is not aged well. It was like watching Monkey Shines for my birthday last year on my buddy's channel. He's like, you'll pick a movie to watch. I'm like, all right, 'cause we do watch parties every Friday night, and we pick Monkey Shines. I was like, dude, this movie was so awesome as a kid to watch. I was like, oh my god, it wasn't good until the last 5 minutes of the fucking movie. That was it.
Yeah, that happens a lot though. Like, have you ever tried to go back and watch some of those old Saturday morning cartoons again?
I'm like that with Fraggle Rock.
It's awful.
Dude, I love I
used to love Fraggle Rock. I tried to watch it again, and I'm like, what the fuck was I watching?
I'm getting ready to review. I'm getting ready to review 13 episodes of Galaxy High School, which came out in '86. Yeah, it's one of my fucking favorite cartoons.
Are you a bit of a masochist, Ethan?
Did you know what show I'm talking about?
I've seen it.
Yeah, dude. I was watching the other day with my kid, and he was even like, Dad, I'm like, you shut your mouth. This is gold, Trey. This is gold. Oh, shit. But no, it's, dude, I have 51 Batwoman videos on my channel. Gays, tell me if I'm a masochist.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I heard it got canceled. Like, they're actually going to cancel it. I'm like, you people are fucking crazy. That's a CW. They don't cancel shit.
They don't.
They just bring it back worse.
Oh yeah, I was like, next season they'll recast Batwoman as like a rock or like a transgender fucking pet rock named Geode. It's fucking pathetic. Like that show is bad. Let's see.
That'll be after Disney buys DC.
For what Justin was saying in the chat with Fraggle Rock, it's like I'm watching it, and then he's like talking to this pile of garbage, that talks to him, and I'm like, why the fuck is he talking to this pile of garbage? How does this garbage talk? Like, how is this actually happening? Like,
I don't think it was garbage. Wasn't it like a compost pile? That's why it never got thrown away.
Compost pile stuff,
there was
whatever.
a recession,
and I was trying to understand why this thing is talking to him.
Harvey Weinstein was in there. That's why.
Oh, good
Don
Lord.
Fraggle Rock.
Now I will say Doc is in it, so that gives it somewhat redeeming qualities from Boondock Saints. But yeah,
those doozers were oppressed by the Fraggles.
Yeah.
Those doozers were oppressed, man. But you think about it, they had a mutually destructive relationship. The doozers needed the Fraggles to fucking eat their fucking infrastructure so they could rebuild it, because they didn't have the Fraggles to tear down their infrastructure so they could constantly rebuild it. They would have lost their sense of purpose. It's like Batman killing the Joker. One cannot exist without the other. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. Hi, I'm at your house and your pizza is here, noobs. I'll read this as you know what to do. Say it.
What are you guys talking about? I'm back.
Oh, my one of my favorite subscribers is here. Hi, I'm at your house and your pizza is here, noobs. You got me to say it twice. There you go. But we were actually just talking about Fraggle Rock, and then Gaze called me a masochist, and somebody muttered something anti-Semitic. I'm not sure who it was.
Oh, okay.
It was probably, I don't know. And I heard Harvey Weinstein's name, and I'm just like, is J-Law here? Harvey.
Just thought I'd ask, when are we going to talk some Zack Snyder's Justice League? Because I'm excited for that. That discussion.
We can't.
Shut up, Runner.
We can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We can't do spoilers. All right, I don't know. What'd you say, Gaze? Do you care or not?
Oh no, go for it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Hit me, baby, one more time. Repeatedly. 2 more times, 3 more times. Just slap the shit out of me.
Damn. All right. I'm not the only masochist on the panel. He says, "Bro, it's cold out here. Can you please come get your pizza?"
Draven, if you don't watch any other part of it, at least like fast forward to Batman's dream at the end. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but just
the nightmare thing.
The nightmare scene. That was great.
Yeah,
I love it.
I gave Jared great. I gave Leto a lot of shit, and you know what? He deserved it in Suicide Squad. But damn, like
a lot of his scenes were cut out in Suicide Squad. # release the air cut.
It was even just the whole hipster look was kind of. Yeah. He didn't tell any jokes.
Hot topic Joker.
Joker.
He was only in like 2 scenes in the Suicide Squad movie that we got.
Yeah. But that nightmare scene.
That was Leto was much better.
You couldn't have added anything to his performance in Suicide Squad to make it more palatable, as fucking stupid as he looked. Like, okay, dude, Joker is not some fucking like green-haired Eminem fucking wannabe with a goddamn Little John grill from 2003. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
What?
Jesus Christ! I'm just
you know that David Ayer shot a ton of scenes with Jared Leto as the Joker, and Warner Brothers like, no, we're cutting this out.
That whole look was just like, it was just fucking horrendous. But yes, that nightmare sequence.
That was I loved it.
He looked great. He sounded great.
The reach around part was a little weird.
Yeah,
it was.
I mean, listen, if there ever is a Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2 and 3, I'd like to see what Leto would do in that.
Hey, listen, we're all entitled to our opinion, even when we're wrong.
Yeah.
That's why they got rid of Part 2 in the new one.
Well, the new one, okay, I got a little bit on that. That irritated me a little bit because they introduce him as the greatest serial killer of all time, this big monstrous threat that killed all these people. Oh wait, he killed 4 people. Shit, never mind. Just a guy killed a couple people in a house. That's all.
I'm confused. What are we talking about? You talking about
Halloween?
Okay, because I feel like Justin said that, so we wouldn't be talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Because,
well, no, I haven't seen it, so I can't speak intelligently on that.
I will say the new Halloween, the 2018 one. I wrote a review of that, and I didn't publish it for months and months. I sat on it because I hated that movie that much. And
Really?
I finally said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this bitch. I did the whole goddamn review as Cleveland Brown because that's the only way I could stomach doing that godforsaken shithole movie that almost offended me as much as the motherfucking Rob Zombie Halloweens.
I liked it.
I hated it. I fucking hated it. I hated everything about it.
I've heard mixed things about the remake.
I hated it.
Wait a minute. Cleveland's voice actor stepped down, ETEP. What gives you the right?
I know.
I hated that they did that.
I'm using my white Jewish privileges as a voice actor to take it back. It's mine, you sons of bitches.
You forgot balding. That's another privilege.
What's that?
You forgot balding. That's another privilege.
I shaved my head by choice, but I'll let you say this, you sons of bitches. How dare you take this from my people? How dare you, you anti-Semite bastards? It looks funnier. It looks funnier actually hearing the voice come out of me than it does when I just do the avatar on.
I like the avatar too, though. It's great.
Well, the avatar is much more handsome than I am. It has that nice chocolatey hue that I do not have.
I feel like he did say something like that in the Cleveland show.
Oh, he more than likely did, but I can pretty much ad-lib anything Cleveland says because I do it. I just talk like this all the time, and my wife goes, just shut the fuck up.
That's so good.
It is good.
Yes, Lois Griffin wrote the book on man, please, and it's just too bad my wife doesn't allow white literature in her house.
Only mustache aficionado and grape soda quarterly.
Yes. Where's my
You
grape
can't get a
soda?
bank loan either, can you?
I can't get a bank loan for shit. I have to go in and be like, I'm not Cleveland Brown, I'm Etep Okui, and I'm Egyptian. I have oil money. Give me a loan, please.
Tony
if you have
Stark
oil
didn't
money,
pay you?
No, Tony Stark didn't give me shit, son of a bitch. He lost all his money on fucking Doolittle.
I liked the new Doolittle.
The 100.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
I haven't seen it.
It was $175
I heard it was
million.
bad.
Really? Jesus.
That movie was shite. Oh, look.
Like shit movies, apparently.
Look,
it
didn't
James,
even look
the best
good.
man in the whole fucking world.
It did, like, the trailers didn't even look good either. I'm just like, it doesn't look interesting. I don't know if I want to see it.
I enjoyed it. He helped
The
the
movie
dragon
ended-
and pulled shit out of its ass.
The movie ended on a literal fart.
Did you say he humped a dragon and pulled shit out of its ass?
There was a dragon that was pissed off, and it was because he ate a bunch of things, and they needed to get it out of its stomach. So he like either pulled it out of his ass or something. I don't remember exactly, but that was the thing. And there was this other group trying to get this special plan or whatever.
Didn't that movie come out last year?
I think
Doolittle,
Something like that.
2019. It came out in it was late
2019?
2019. Yeah.
I feel like it felt like early 2020 to me, like before the lockdowns. No, it was January 2020 because it's a stereotype that January movies suck.
It's a throwaway movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that had a huge budget.
I heard they did. Like, I remember when
January 17th, 2020. Yeah.
At one point before was it the lockdowns, I know Mortal Kombat was one of the release dates moving forward was January 2020, but they didn't do that. And I'm just like, I hope it's not a bad movie because I really want it to be good.
Have y'all seen how they did Johnny Cage?
It's gonna be shit.
Did you see the article about gays? Did you see the article about that?
Like they're gonna put him in a potential sequel.
Well, they said that, but they put this new diverse character in because
you can't have a white man saving the world.
Yeah, that's it. Gays.
I don't
can't have a white savior. I'm like, what? That's how the fuck he's kind. Like they're like, well, we'll get to him. I'm like, bitch, he's the main character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know he's the main character. That is weird. Don't get me wrong. Like, I wish Johnny Cage was in the first movie.
They don't even have what's his name. Liu Kang's not even. Is it? He's not in.
No,
it.
he is. He absolutely
Liu Kang in
is.
Is he
yes.
okay?
Yes.
Because like I said, I haven't really looked that much into it.
Let's see, Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Because
I know
I'm a Mortal Kombat fan, so
the
I
trailer
keep track of this
started out with them. I used to
Great.
play the original game on Sega, but I don't.
Jax is in it. Sonya,
like 900
Kano.
other fucking games now. I'm just like, okay.
Melina's in it. I don't like her design though.
I don't know who that is.
Melina, she's the one with the fangs.
I have no fucking idea.
It's Katana's twin, basically.
Clone
twin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking, why go hog wild from the beginning, right?
Shang Tsung.
Like if you're gonna reboot it, why not just start with the original game cast and then add on from there?
I agree. No, I totally agree with you, Gaze.
They tend to convolute this stuff for no good reason other than just to say, look at all of our characters.
Cabal. Cabal was recently confirmed. I think he's an absolute underrated character.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Cabal's great.
Yeah,
Cabal's badass. Who else is in it? Did I forget? Raiden. Raiden's in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? That's a shame too, because we can't have Christopher Lambert as Raiden again.
I know, right?
I wasn't a fan of. I like. Listen, I like the Mortal Kombat movie. I wasn't a fan of Christopher Lambert as Raiden.
Hang on.
That wasn't Raiden.
I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm not a fan of Christopher Lambert as Raiden. I think his
listen, I'll be honest. I wasn't either.
Because it's like if you like Raiden in the games is like a really serious character, and it's not Christopher Lambert's fault or anything. It's just the character was I felt like he was like more like a comedy kind of character. He was there for like laughs and stuff.
Yeah, him and that laugh.
Yeah, exactly. The laugh. That's not Raiden. Raiden doesn't laugh.
But where was Chun-Li?
I heard it was in Street Fighter where she belongs.
Yeah, somebody actually asked that question. I'm like, oh, you poor.
She's got a nice ass in Fortnite.
I know who can play Raiden. I know who can play Raiden.
Oh yeah, you.
Oh lordy.
Yep.
Am I gonna have to denounce white supremacy for this?
Look at this guy. First Cleveland, now Raiden. What's next?
I can even be Cleve Raiden. See that shit right there?
Raiden.
Let me shoot some thunderbolts, motherfucker. Come here. Mortal Kombat, my black ass. I'll show you Mortal Kombat. Come on with it, motherfucker. Bring it on, bitch. Think I
Moby, is that you?
Hey,
you think...
do that sound effect from the first game where he's like,
wait, as a matter of fact, it wouldn't even be like that. It'd be like this. He'd be like instead of it'd be like no. Peter, remind me not to take my bath during your shenanigans hour. My homeowner's insurance premium is sky fucking high because of your honky ass, Griffin. I've had enough of this bullshit. First Glenn Quagmire sleeps with my wife Loretta, and then you shoot me out of the fucking bathtub with a goddamn tank. How did you even afford a tank, you broke bastard? You couldn't even afford air conditioning. This is some bullshit.
Well, you should have called down the lightning, Raiden.
Well, look, I forget sometimes. I don't abuse my Raiden privileges like you white folk do. I can't do it anymore.
I want to see the Mortal Kombat movie in the theater. I mean, the Cole Young character is questionable. Don't get me wrong, but it's like if you watch the recent like TV spots, like he's wearing this like armor and stuff, and there's this like blade that comes out. I don't know if it can't be Baraka or Tarkatan or anything like that. That doesn't make any sense to me. But this feels like it's a new original character. It seems like. I mean, if they did make him Johnny Cage, that'd be bad.
Yeah, I'll put my less offensive hat back on. Let me put my Washington Redskins hat back on.
Still fairly offensive.
I aim to please. That's why I bought 3 of these the other day. I saw them in a store. I was like, oh shit, Redskins hats. My wife's like, you're not even a fucking Redskins fan. I was like, no, I'm a Chiefs fan, but I need these. Why? Because they're offensive as fuck. That's why. Give me 3 of them. Give me 3. One or the other.
Oh yeah, he's got the Punisher shirt.
He's got his Punisher shirt on. Oh shit, you fucking crazy terrorist. Jesus.
That's problematic there.
If you wanted the Snyder cut, you're a terrorist. That's a thing.
Oh my god.
I was like, dude, these articles are so like how do they pay these people? Like in all good. Oh wait, that's right. There's no good faith or honesty in this kind of reporting anymore. They're just.
Have you seen like this one critic? Like someone took a screenshot of it on Twitter. It was on Rotten Tomatoes. This one critic is like, she gave Justice League, that mess of a movie we got in 2017, 3 out of 5, and she wrote a review for Snyder's Justice League and said, "This is better, but I'm gonna give it a 2.5 in a rotten."
Jesus Christ!
Like what the fuck? Like the hypocrisy with these motherfuckers.
This is better, but fuck you, you problematic white male pig, son of a bitch, cisgendered fuck.
Yeah. No, that's because these are the people that said it didn't exist.
Yep.
And they're salty as fuck.
That's it, dude. It didn't exist. It did. Oh, and then the big thing was there's only 5 minutes of new footage. There's only 5. I was like, I watched all 4 hours of that yesterday. There's a lot.
Me
More
too.
there's a lot more
in
than
one
5.
sitting.
Yep.
No pausing.
I watched it on my phone while I was walking around the house. But yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I watched it on my phone.
I was at a friend's house because he had a 4K TV, and I wanted to see it on just how that would be, and it's beautiful.
Walking around during my day, that's all I had time to do.
Yeah,
if I want to watch it.
Yeah, and we ordered Domino's. It was great.
Yep, it was watching on the phone while you're fucking going about your day. Because did I have to go into work yesterday? I can't fucking remember.
I can't imagine watching it on a phone, and I started watching some of it later today on this computer that I'm using, but then later on Friday Night Tights was on, so I watched them for a little bit, and then I had to jump on here.
That's why he was late. He was watching their fucking show. Jeez.
No, I did do.
That's it.
Yeah, shut up, Runner.
Get out, Runner.
He's just real looking at his back. He's like, "It's a son of a bitches."
No, I wasn't watching the sniper. I was doing house stuff. I had to help out the family.
Uh-huh.
One of the wagon wheels fell off when they're across the Mississippi, and everybody got diphtheria.
I thought Zack Snyder's Justice League was fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
I absolutely loved it.
Black suit Superman too. How about that shit? That was solid as fuck. I liked it.
I did a video last night, talking about my first thoughts and my first viewing, and I literally said in that review or that video of my thoughts, that is my favorite Superman suit in any live action adaptation.
It looked great. I don't know why Whedon got rid of that in the first one.
No, here's what happened. So when Snyder was shooting, he wanted the black suit, right? But while he was shooting, Warner Brothers like, no, we want the normal blue suit. And then when they were editing it, Snyder added the black filter stuff in it. And because he was working with the normal suit with those scenes, but they edited the black suit, they recolored it. And it looks beautiful.
Yeah, Cavill is fucking awesome as Superman.
Oh my God.
I'm a Donner. I'm a Donner Superman guy.
Here's an underrated opinion. Movies. I don't like Donner Superman.
All right, we're done.
I don't like Superman either, to be honest.
I'm not a huge Superman fan, but I'm just.
But I like Christopher Reeves as Superman.
I think he's good. I'm just not a fan of here's the thing. It's like I watched that movie when I was little, and I couldn't care for the character. Exactly. It's too corny for me, and I like the first Tim Burton Batman movie. That was much better in my opinion, and I was always a Batman fan because he had that more human-esque relatability to him. Like Batman was more relatable to me than Superman because it just felt like the only thing Superman was unstoppable, but he's just an alien. Only a Green Rock can stop him or whatever. But and I like Man of Steel a lot. Listen. I know this is going to be controversial as hell, but I think Man of Steel is a fucking masterpiece. Yeah, there I said it.
I like it.
I love it.
I don't know. It's
it is one of those movies to me that gets better every time, in my opinion.
And I just watched it again the other day. I did. I just watched it the other day too.
And you know, I liked how he was given a more human, like a more humanistic, you know, take with the character. He felt relatable. You know, you saw him struggle. You know, I like that. You know, he struggled trying to fly for a bit, and he got the hang of it. You know, he had struggle with his abilities, his X-ray vision, and all that stuff. You know, you felt for that character more, and that's what I liked about it. And there's many other reasons.
Are you
why
sure
I
you're
love
not
that
talking
movie.
about Wonder Woman 84?
Oh,
That movie was terrible.
Because it sounds pretty much like they just ripped one. You know what I mean? That's basically.
Oh
like
my god, that pissed
Superman.
the flight
that's what
scene
they
thing
fucking did. Yep,
that pissed
that's
me
exactly
off.
what they did.
That pissed me off.
I loved the first Wonder Woman movie.
Me
and
too.
I was like, what the like when I was watching Wonder Woman 84, I was like the whole time I honestly was just like, what
No,
is
you
this
want to know why the first one
nonsense?
was good and the second one sucked?
Because Patty Jenkins didn't write the first one by herself, but she had another writer on the second one.
No, this is what happened. So Zack Snyder co-wrote for the first Wonder Woman because Patty Jenkins was having trouble by herself with the first Wonder Woman, and Zack Snyder and his wife Deborah were a huge part for the first Wonder Woman movie, and that's why it was that good. Yeah, there, I said it. And Wonder Woman 84 had.
Why you gotta bring a woman down, Runner?
No, Patty J. Listen, she did a good job directing the first one. And she's just not good by herself, and we saw that with Wonder Woman 84. And the main problem was Jeff Johns co-wrote the Wonder Woman 84. And listen, Jeff Johns, stay in the comic book industry, because I haven't read a lot of his stuff or whatever, but like he seems like a good, you know, he's a good comic book writer. You know, that's where you should stay. Do not go anywhere near Hollywood.
Yeah, that's see, I like the Shazam and Aquaman vibe.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I have mixed feelings. At first I was kind of like with the whole Ray Fisher thing. I don't know, it was weird. It's a weird time with there's so many different factions.
Listen, I put the whole Ray Fisher thing aside. I thought Ray Fisher killed it in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
He did.
He was amazing.
I still think he's probably kind of a weirdo in real life. He's kind of like I do.
I didn't even follow the Ray Fisher stuff because I did.
It was delicious.
I know you did. You were like
he requests a fucking investigation. Then he doesn't cooperate with it when they want. You know, it's just like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, you know, dude, if you're trying to have them find that Joss Whedon's a piece of shit, they're not gonna have to look too fucking hard, bud. All you gotta do is throw a little bit. I was like, this motherfucker just ruined his own career, basically. Like he was great as Victor Stone, but to me, like, I was at first when I saw Justice League back in the day, I'm like, what the fuck is Cyborg even doing in the Justice League?
Exactly.
Why isn't it Martian Manhunter?
Yeah, he's a Teen Titan.
Yeah.
Or John Stewart, for crying out loud.
Yeah. That was my next one. Why isn't the fucking Green Lantern in here? And then you know,
it's funny you say you know, Green Lantern, because for what I've heard, and I think Uche said this on the Geeks and Gamers stream after the charity stream, there wouldn't be a Snyder cut if Zack Snyder put in a scene that he shot in his house,
in his backyard.
Got an actor to play Green Lantern and shoot a cameo scene.
Yep.
And I heard, and I guess Warner Brothers said, if you put this in there, we're not releasing your movie.
Yeah, they'll shut the whole thing down. That's exactly what they said to him.
And I'm fine with that. You know, I love the movie the way it is. I mean,
yeah.
Spoiler alert: we got Martian Manhunter, but we knew that earlier.
Harry Lennox.
Oh
he's on
God.
He's on the. If anybody watches the Blacklist, he's like one Harold Cooper, and he's an FBI like boss. And that I dig him in that show. Plus, that has James Spader in it. And actually, the actress Megan Boone that plays Elizabeth Keene is from my home state of Michigan. So
see, I liked Henry Lennox, you know, in Man of Steel and BVS as General Swanwick.
Yeah,
Harry Lennox. Yeah, I thought he was great in those movies. And then when I heard that Zach's direction was to like the whole time he was Martian Manhunter, I was just like, I could see it. I could totally. It makes sense.
His voice is only second to Red Gaze in its in the sultry sounds of its Dawson tones. He does. I was like, who else could do this? Just do the voice. I could see Red Gaze doing any voice that Harry Lennox does.
Oh, I'm down. I
can see that.
And I liked the Martian Manhunter design.
Yeah, it looked good.
I liked the red glowy, X thing. I thought that was great.
Yeah, DC. We're talking about DC though, and Snyder. I don't want to see Zack Snyder go anywhere near Shazam or Aquaman.
Mm-mm.
I really don't.
I mean, here's the thing about the Aquaman movie. I think James Wan and Zack Snyder have talked, and that is pretty much Zack Snyder's Aquaman, except this is when they tried to like put some of the continuity from the bullshit we got in 2017.
Yeah.
Shazam feels like its own thing, and I'm fine with that. I like Shazam for what it is. It doesn't feel like it's in the Snyder universe. I don't think it even is at this point, because
it will be. It'll be canonical because they're doing a sequel. They'll tie it in.
I would like to see what Zach's Shazam would have been.
I don't.
I know you don't.
I don't, because that character is not that dark and gritty fucking. And like I said, you can have it. It doesn't have to be like the MCU where everything is. All right, hang on.
Here's the thing. People say like,
hang on, pimpin'. Oh, geez, gonna mute you for a second. You can have both aspects in the DCEU. You can cross them over. You can have like you said, co-produce with Wan and Snyder. I'm down. But you want that character to keep its tone, its continuity. Now, if you're doing, say, if it's a Zack movie and Shazam comes over, absolutely the tone is going to change. But that character's traits have to stay true to who it is, or else your audience will be sitting back going, what the fuck? And yeah, Jason Momoa is Snyder's Aquaman, but at the same time, we didn't get barely anything of Atlantis in the Justice League, which is fine. You know what I mean? You didn't need that much of that. So the world, his world is gonna be that bright, colorful, it pops kind of thing. And it works for that character. It does. But yeah, man, like Batman, Superman, I'm all right with the darker tones of Superman. The way Zach does it, because I really like Man of Steel. Yeah. I never watched Superman Returns of Brandon Routh. The only thing I can say about Superman now
I couldn't watch all of it. It was I couldn't watch all of it. It was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was just was it Bryan Singer trying to copy Richard Donner's Superman, and it was just boring. It's like people don't like Man of Steel just because it's not Donner's version. It's the Donner purist, as I like to say. And it's like you can't do Donner's Superman in today's like world of filmmaking. That wouldn't work to this day.
It almost seemed like a parody of itself.
Exactly. It's like Superman. I like what Zack Snyder did. Like he basically what if Superman were to exist in the real world kind of thing. Like something like that works for today's years, in today's world. So that's why I really like Man of Steel, and that's why I prefer that version over any other whatever. Like I hear Superman and Lois was decent and stuff. I don't care about the CW. That's the problem.
The thing is, for a CW show, it's great. It really is. And Tyler Hoechlin that plays Clark on that, he kills.
See, he looks soy in my opinion.
I liked him in Teen Wolf.
I never saw the new Teen Wolf.
Oh, he's awesome.
I'm still
a
Michael J. Fox Teen Wolf.
I am too, and I love the original, but the new one, the first season sort of plays off the original, but then it becomes its own thing. And
okay, all right. But this is the point, man. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I don't want to keep these guys all night. We're getting into that territory where it's like I like to drop it off anyway. I'm gonna go around and let everybody give their channels and what they got going on. And plug. I'll start with my co-host with the most, Mr. Tony Tone Deaf.
Just doing the damn thing. Come on over to the Clown World Review. Give me a sub. Check out some of the videos. Got some big projects on the way. I'm working on a script, working on a little animated project right now, and I'm going to get it all to you soon. So lose some brain cells, make your parents ashamed. Come check out the Clown World review.
Watch his fucking Masters of the Universe Christmas review. I've watched I've watched it like 8 fucking times. I love that goddamn video. Like I just sit there and I watch it and I just fucking it's fucking hilarious.
It'll change your fucking life.
and Bob Iger makes a cameo in it too.
Oh God.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you as always, brother. Always, man. Next over, Mr. Red Gaze.
What's up? Yeah, Red Gaze on YouTube, at the Red Gaze on Twitter. The Red Gaze is bringing you exciting escapist entertainment again through Sunsworn. If you haven't checked that out yet, it's closed right now, but we got the comic campaign coming. All kinds of awesome things planned out with this. It's going to be a vast universe. Other projects coming too. But yeah, man, if you're tired of what you're seeing, I say give indie creators a chance. There's a lot of good ones out there. But yeah, that's kind of what I do on my channel, is try to showcase them a little bit. I'm going to start doing some Sunsworn lore videos, introduce people to the universe, give them some more information, and also what I've been planning to do is kind of take existing franchises that we consider to be dead, right, and pick through some of the current crowdfunds, some of the current indie projects that I think might be able to fill that void for you, and do some videos on that too. So yeah, check us out. Thanks for having me, Tep. You're an awesome dude. Good to meet all you guys on the panel. I think this is kind of a first for most of us. But
yeah,
man,
I think so.
Yeah, the pleasure's all mine, man.
Thank you for coming on, brother. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna have you back on soon, brother. Trust me. This was a lot of fun. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I guess.
And next, we'll give it over to Runner.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Runner. I have a channel. Please subscribe. Give me to 200 subs. That'd be amazing. And I'm also on Twitter, Minds, all that stuff. I've been posting quite a bit of Zack Snyder Justice League content on my channel, so go check that out. I'll do a full review on it sometime, and maybe some other stuff along with that. But also subscribe to Le Gaming Lounge if you haven't already. I'm a part of that crew as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for having me on, ETEP. It's awesome.
Oh, dude, you're welcome. Happy to have you on, man. Happy to have you on. Let me kick it over to Mr. Angelus Draven next.
Hey, I'm Angelus Draven, vampire of the Fandom Menace, one half of the Fallen Angels, and I'm here to sink my teeth into gaming and entertainment over on my channel. And like Runner had said, I'm also part of the Gaming Lounge channel as well. So check us out.
Thank you, man. It was short notice, man, but I'm glad.
Hey, man, anytime. Always a pleasure.
Hell yeah, glad you made it on, bro. Thank you, and thank you in the chat, each and every one of you, for coming on tonight. I appreciate it, man. You guys have been fucking great. Manliness and Motivation, Lola Meets, Keely Chow, the Fandom Menace, Ultron. He is literally in every chat on every live stream. Johnny Cage, JP7 was here. Man, he said, "Don't get me started on that Mortal Kombat movie." Daisy Divine was in the house. Lambert will be canceled for cultural appropriation, of course. Hi, I'm at your house and your pizza's here, noobs. James, the best man in the whole fucking world. Justin Proper. Yeah, thank you guys all. I've got, let's see. I've got my Galaxy High School reviews coming out. I've still got some Batwoman videos dropping. I've got to come up with some new stuff for you guys, though. I live stream like a beast. Monday night right here, 8:30 Eastern. Monday night going in Raw. Tuesday night over TR4 on my twin brother, Enter the Unfamiliar, Final Death Star, Place to Be Reviews, Nether Regions channel at 6:30 Eastern for TR4. Wednesday night, the Humpty Dump, 7:30. I'm on there for about 40 minutes until I steal some of Scotty's viewers, and we come back over here to do my Rogue Entertainment show, Going Rogue, 8:30 Eastern every Wednesday. Thursday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern until 10:30 when I have to go to work. The Place to Be Reviews morning show, mornings with the Place to Be Reviews, and of course, Friday nights live right here every Friday, Fandom Menace Friday Night Live, showcasing indie creators, other YouTubers, and then we have Runner. But no, thank you guys all on the panel. I appreciate you all being here tonight. It's been a really fun show. You guys in the chat are fucking awesome as always. I love you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed yet, fuck you waiting for? Like, I bleed for you guys. I review horrible fucking shows for you guys. Just throw me that subscription. That's all I ask. We're at 586 right now, so yeah, we're moving on up like George and Wheezy, which I don't like Funko Pops, but I actually just bought a Wheezy Jefferson Funko Pop when I was at the bodega the other day, because I'm like, I have never seen a Wheezy Jefferson Funko Pop, so I'm gonna buy this. And I'm gonna order George now because I have Wheezy, so why the fuck wouldn't I order George? Yeah, that's it, guys. I'm ending on that note. That's what I'm ending on tonight. I'm talking about Funko Pops and George and Wheezy. So I will see you crazy bastards later. Remember, I'm Etepwa, queen of the place to be reviews. I've been here with all of you honkies. And if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one, you bastards.